Wow, that was so legit. I feel like a director. I just ruined it by talking about how much of a director I am. However, you guys, last session, quick recap. I have my notes here. You guys visited Higa Layla, the woman. She's in a wheelchair. She told you that she had seen a dog and that she wanted you to get it for a companion for her because she was a lonely lady. And you guys you tracked the dog paw prints. You went to a field where the dog had been last seen by Flappy, who was flying around at night. You saw this was the camp where all the visitors to the town went and stayed if they didn't get a room at the tavern. It was a few days after the flower festival, so most of the people had gone, but there was one tent left over. You guys spoke to the woman in the tent, and you guys thought she was super sus. You ended up leaving her alone to talk to Arthur, and she said some interesting things to Arthur in that she knew him and she knew his family. She started to attack you, and she revealed herself to be a hag. You guys started fighting the fight. Mid-fight, her sister shows up, yet another hag, and during the fight, a dog literally just blinked into existence and joined your side. That was probably the dog that Higa Layla was talking about. Also, I forgot to mention, but when you guys returned the dog to Higa, because you were going to bring it to the temple for healing, but she is like a nosy Nelly, and she was looking through the window, and she was like, hey, bring it in here, I'll heal you. So she healed the dog, gave you guys some healing potions, and you guys completed the quest. You all get 25 XP for finishing the quest. I totally forgot to tell you about that. Canare wanted to keep the dog, so he went next door to the Crestflows, the neighbors of Higa, and paid them, I believe, 50 gold to check on Higa and keep her not as lonely. Then Rainier, who was down during the fight, you guys brought him to the temple for healing. There was a bit of an altercation between Diastri and the temple priestess, who did not like the fact that there was an elf in her temple. Rainier, the paladin, was like, hey man, you really can't be rude like that. So he basically threatened her to be nice, and she gave Diastri a book of hymns of the mother. You also, 2 pages of notes. Oh yeah, after the temple, you guys went to the market. You were able to return the locket that the hag had stolen back to Hugh and his wife Flora, and then you guys made a bet that Canare could not eat an entire tray of sausage rolls, and he did in one bite, but then he crit failed on his con save and he vomited everywhere. So that's where we left off. It is mid-afternoon. It's a pretty nice day. You guys are a little beat up from your fight with the hag, but you do have a few hours of daylight left. What would you like to do?
My tummy's a little upset.
I think
needs arrows.
you feeling all right?
I think I'm gonna go lay down, you guys.
Talk to the armor.
Don't blame you, honestly.
Down,
Honestly, don't blame you.
Precise, non-awkward way possible.
How many people
Hang
in our
on.
party right now are at like 1 HP?
I hope no one.
I'm full healed.
We were all healed.
Yeah.
You're all healed, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
healed
right.
in the
Oh, that's right. The
temple.
temple healed us.
Yeah, but we have
Right.
we've expended resources though.
And
I haven't
Flappy,
expended too much, so I'm
what did you say? I didn't catch that.
Flappy said he needs arrows so he can go pew 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 and go
Yeah,
shopping.
no,
in
let's go
not
arrows.
awkward.
Are the
way.
shops still open?
Yeah, it's mid-afternoon. It's like 3,
Okay.
4 o'clock. Everyone
I'm a rogue. The shops are always open.
You see a stall in the market that has there's a carpenter, there's a general goods stall. You do not see like a blacksmith or an armorer per se, but you can go see what the general goods guy has. I'll put you guys on the other map for the market.
Thank you.
And
While everyone's doing that, I might just like fiddle with my wand that I found.
with
Well,
the whoa, hang
Try
on.
and try and see. Let's try and see what.
I want to stop you right there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be behind the market, you know, fiddling with my wand.
Do you
Probably
want
where no one can see me.
to
Do you want us to
roll
warn you if the
an
guards come?
Arcana check?
I should have got the warlock to do this. I really should have. Oh, dirty 20.
Ooh, ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
You take a while to kind of figure out the magical nature of this wand. It feels like it can reveal secrets for you. After about 20 minutes, you kind of just look it over, you sense the magic. Also, by the way, you realize, Hisun, that you are about 15 to 20 miles away from a ley line. You do feel a very slight pulse of energy beneath your feet, but it seems very far removed from you. The wand is a wand of secrets. I will add it to your character sheet.
Thank you very much.
Nice. I just want to quickly fact check myself here. Higa said that she gets all her like healing stuff from the herbalist. Was it?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
Yuzori is his name.
Sorry. I'm going to wander over there and buy some stuff then,
Okie
real
dokie.
quick.
I just want to make sure, Jibbles, did you see that show up in your inventory?
Have a quick look. Yes, I did.
Excellent,
I've got it.
excellent. So, Flappy, do you want to go to the carpenter or do you want to go to the general goods store first?
Let's go to the general goods store.
Whoa.
Carpenter will sell me things without heads.
Yeah.
All right, so you go to the general goods store. There is a man in his 50s. He's got salt and pepper hair, kind of cropped a little close to his head. He welcomes you over and he's, "Greetings. What can I do for you, bird person?"
He needs arrows. Can I buy some arrows off of you? Do you have arrows, good sir? I would like to purchase arrows.
I sure do. Here you go. I've got these arrows here. 20 arrows for 5 gold pieces, please.
For 5 gold. For these?
Like to take them in my wings, look at them.
I don't know about that. They don't seem like they fly as well as I do, and I'm not a very good flyer.
Listen, son, I've been around the block. I served in the army for 25 years. I can assure you that these arrows are perfect for your needs.
All right.
Sure, okay. I'll just
Reach into my
Is-
bag, super awkward.
Is no one with him right now?
Yes. Is he by
I,
himself?
I
I'm
don't know if
fiddling
anyone
with
did
my
any of us
wand.
go
I
with
don't
them.
think anyone went with him.
No, I don't think anybody's with me.
Oh no!
I'm most certainly
I'm
not.
like, you did.
Well, I need to buy arrows too, so I'll head over there.
Okay.
I'll reach in
I
there.
imagine
An
the
and,
arrows
hour
are
walk
like the
into a
one-
bar in a human village.
Where is he?
Yeah, you know what?
You guys are
Flappy's
just
just
up ahead.
gonna awkwardly look around the store while he makes up his mind.
Okay. You see a few things. You see a lot of adventuring supplies. You see like climbing gear, like pitons, and you see torches. You see different backpacks. You see, adventuring gear like rations, lanterns. You see maps. You see just basic adventuring stuff. You see like an abacus. You see like, just random general goods, candles, things like that. He doesn't have anything magical. He doesn't have really weapons. He does have daggers. He has knives. He's got arrows, but he doesn't sell bows or like swords or anything like that.
And how's the security on the place? What's he got for
Roll
locks?
perception check.
At least he's
Oh,
alone.
boy.
At least he's alone.
Well, Austrier's there.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
God, I
You're
with
really
it-
going to
see it.
solidify the reputation of elves.
So
Oh.
you see that this guy has been around the block. He's a wizened old veteran. He's got a bunch of the merchandise is out on like the countertop in front of him, but he has a lockbox like where when you gave him the money, he unlocked it with a key that he keeps in his pocket. He put the gold in the lockbox, relocked it, put the key in his pocket. Most of the stuff is in trunks or on shelves behind him.
But like, does he live in this place or?
No, it's just a stall. It's a wooden market stall with a cloth,
Oh,
roof. He lives
disappoint.
elsewhere, but this is where he goes to work.
So he probably takes
feel
his
like-
supplies back with him home when he's done for the day. Is that the general vibe I'm getting here?
No, it looks like so behind him there's locking wooden sliding like doors on the cabinets that you can tell that he probably just leaves a bunch of the stuff there, locks it up. He does have a cart behind his stall, so there's probably a few things that he may take back with him. But for the most part, it looks like, this is his storefront and then he goes home for the night, like people that own a retail store don't take their inventory with them back home at the end of the day.
Oh, whatever. I'll fork over the 5 gold.
Okay,
I'd like to
I'm an
wager.
awkward bird.
I'd like to wager against him for half price arrows.
All right.
And I
All
you see
right.
that target? You see that target across the market? If I can
Yeah.
put an arrow in the bullseye, half price on the arrows. If not, I'll pay you full price.
I'd like the cut of your jib, sir. Go ahead.
This will be really impressive because the Austihr has been rolling horribly the entire campaign.
He's got
When it
this
comes to stuff
overlevel
like
on
The
him.
only
Yes,
crit
yes.
success he gets is gonna be here.
To
They'll
save
be
2.5
right here.
gold.
Failure. All right, let's see it.
So
See it.
remind me on this stuff. Do I for this? Do I just
Roll
click
an
on my
attack.
longbow or do I
Click on longbow.
roll
yeah.
my regular attack?
Nope.
Okay.
Roll your longbow.
Oof.
It's really far away. You hit the target, but you do not hit a full dead-on bullseye. You kind of hit like one of the outer rings. He looks at you and he's like, "Look, elf, I like you. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the arrows for full price, but if you can help me out with something, I'll give you your gold back."
Okay. What do you need?
Well, I have a ring. It's my family's signet ring. It's an heirloom that's been passed down for generations. It was my father's and his father's before him. I don't know what happened to it, and I hate to blame my good-for-nothing sons, but I have a feeling like they probably took it and sold it. They're always up to no good. If you return it for me, I'll give you back your gold, his gold, and more.
Damn.
Okay.
Side quest.
Yeah, I can probably take a look and see where that would be.
It's a silver ring. It has the Warswift. That's my name. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Marius Warswift. It has our family crest on it, and he shows you behind him there's like a little, tiny little, scroll with like a symbol on it, and it's a hammer, a sword, and like little swirlies of air, like wind.
Okay, and where would your brothers have sold this if they were to sell it anywhere?
Oh, my brothers are all dead. My sons, on the other hand,
Your sons, yes.
we live up in Meadows Rise, but usually they're at the tavern. They spend all of my hard-earned coin on drinks there.
So would they have traded it for a tab there, or would they have sold it first somewhere and then used coin at the?
Oh, I don't
Tavern.
know. They don't tell me anything. Honestly, I don't even want to bring it up to them. I asked one time just the other day and they left. They ran out of the house, yelled at me. You know how kids are,
So there's no sort of pawn shop here in the market that buys any type of goods.
No, but they do hang out with some of the more unfavorable people down at the sluice. And from where you are in the market, you can see over here is like a bunch of really small houses, and it's called the sluice because when they drain the water from like the obstacle course and they make like the pool, that whole part of the road becomes like a slick gutter filled with dirty water. It's at the bottom of several of the hills, and it's kind of like when people, throw out like their chamber pots and stuff like that, it all just, shit flows downhill. So that's where it goes.
How do you spell that?
Sluice. It means like a sewer.
And how many sons do you have?
I've got 2, Eric and Lucas. I wanted them to join the army, follow in my footsteps. Instead, they're just good for nothing. Gamblers, degenerates, drinkers.
Gamblers.
Sounds
Sounds like we might be able to come up with something.
While you guys are in the market, is there anything that you guys want to do? Anyone else?
I kind of just want to. I think my character, Rainier is just gonna kind of buy like just a few snacks, kind of refill his water, and I just kind of want to walk around, like find a nice spot where I can kind of see like just the passing by of the villagers, and I just want to people watch.
Okay.
For the afternoon.
Roll a perception check. Yeah, I mean, you see the town going about as normal. You see people going to the market, buying stuff. No one looks out of the ordinary. There is a carpenter stall. There's a woman. She's selling right now. She's making a trade deal with someone for a wooden horse-drawn cart. You see a couple kids walking around with their mothers. Reeve Wilmot is actually down towards the harbor, kind of talking to Dockmaster Colton. If you want to buy rations, they are 1 silver each. So however many rations you would like to purchase, you may purchase them, but you will be buying them from Marius Warswift, which is where D'Austri and Flappy are.
I think. Okay.
Also, Ignis did.
And did I watch did I see the arrow thing happen, or the target?
Yeah, sure.
Shooting?
Ignis, did Angramar eat today?
No, I was gonna go find food for him.
Okay.
Either from the
Did we eat
butcher.
today?
You
We
guys
did,
ate
right? Reeve
breakfast,
fed
yeah,
us.
at Reeve's
Yeah.
house. You know that the Salt and Smokehouse sells meat. That's the building kind of by the Huntmaster's cabin, down by the harbor. If you would
That was
like,
her parents' house.
yeah, they're the ones that sell a lot of meat, and then there's also a haul of fish being brought up in nets down by the harbor.
Angramar doesn't eat fish.
Getting fish again at the harbour. What
Yeah.
a dream.
Yep.
I'll
And
go to the
just-
Dalton Meat House
Okay.
and get
When
16 pounds of meat if they have it.
Okay, yeah, when you walk in, you see the same woman that peered at you through the window as you went to her daughter's house. And she shows you that there are, several cuts of meat. There's some cow, like some beef. There's some pigs. There's pork. For 16 pounds of meat, it will be 2 silvers per pound. So that's math. What's 16 times 2?
32 silver.
32 silver,
Yeah.
which is 3 gold and 2 silver.
I will fork it over.
What is the
And
economy coming to when 16 pounds of meat's cheaper than 20 arrows?
when you are done with your transaction, though, she looks at you and she goes, "Sorry to bother you. I noticed you went to my daughter's house. I haven't seen her in a few days. How is she doing?"
Oh, she's doing as well as one could expect.
I'm not quite sure what that means. She won't answer the door when I try to knock on it. I just worry for her, as her mother and all. I would be willing to give you a lot of meat if you would be able to help my daughter and, speak to me. Just get us in contact. I go over there, I knock, I peer in through the window, it looks like everything's busted up. I don't know what to expect. She never gave me a key. My own daughter never gave me a
with
key
you?
to her house.
My own daughter.
Ma'am, if I may be frank with you, you saw the busted objects. There are very few things that can elicit such passion in a household. If you understand what I mean?
Oh my god, did she hook up with Colton? I turned into this.
I can neither confirm nor deny at all. All I know is she is doing all right. Everything is under control, but there is a lot of passion. It's almost unbearable how much passion is going on in there.
She immediately runs over. There's a big iron door along the side of one of the walls, and there's smoke actually coming out of it. You can tell that that's actually the room where they smoke everything. The interior of this building smells like smoke and fish and meat. There's a bunch of fish hanging on a line and big barrels of salt. She runs over and bangs on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Honey, oh my god, oh my god. This like older gentleman kind of opens it up. He looks like a browbeaten, like just typical browbeaten husband. He kind of opens the door like, "What is it, dear?" And she's like, "Ah, I think that Muriel's hooking up with Colton." He's like, "Great." Kind of shuts the door again. "I'm really busy." "Great, wonderful." She's like, "We're gonna have grandbabies."
Now, ma'am, if I, once again, when you were her age, remember how it was. I would not go over there, and immediately just give her space, just when she's ready to come to you, she'll come to you. You don't have to be such a mama bear.
Oh,
I don't think we want her coming to her.
You're right. Well, listen, honey. I really appreciate what you did for me. So I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna throw in a couple extra pounds of meat for free, and she gives you another 4 pounds of meat. And do me a favor though, if you talk to her, just let her know she's got to come talk to her mother.
Yes, I will make sure that it is the top of her priorities when she's done with her. I'm a little fuzzy, on what's going on exactly, but fuzzy wuzzy just in the head about all that. It was very crazy.
Yeah.
But I'll let her know.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. And you see, you've just made her whole day. Like, she is just so happy.
Not for long.
Just remember, don't go over there until she's ready. You don't want her to,
Oh no,
just
I would never
give it all up.
embarrass her like that. Oh, I'm so excited. I love the Dockmaster. He's a really great guy.
He's not too grizzly though. He needs a little bit more hair on his face.
All right.
And I'm just gonna run out the door at that point.
You can feed Angramar those 4 pounds of meat. He's eaten for the day. So is there anything else anybody else wants to do?
Is the lake freshwater?
Yes, it's freshwater.
All right,
How
we
much
take a quick
meat?
walk by there, and he drinks, so he's drunk for the
Okay.
day.
Great. He's
Okay.
fed. He's drunk. He feels good. He gives you a
16 pounds
crocodile
of meat,
smile.
like to a gnome. How much meat is that?
A gnome.
I mean, I weigh 32 pounds.
Yeah,
so.
a gnome only has to eat half a pound of food a day. Medium creatures need to eat 1 pound of food a day, and small creatures eat half a pound. So
Yeah, okay.
all of you except the two of you guys.
Unrelated
1
note,
pound.
Flappy, how much do you weigh?
Small.
More.
He's like
Small.
3 feet tall.
Just for-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
checking.
a very small bird. Also, I have this handy dandy hat. It's great. It's like a meal in a bag, and the meal just appears.
It's true.
Not
Okay.
cooked though.
Ghibli, did you see my whisper a bit ago?
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll give you your armor.
Before anything happens.
Yep. I will give it to you right now. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, I'll afterward wander wants to walk over to the herbalist and look for ginger root, lunar bulbs, and
Chrysanthemum?
Chrysanthemum.
Okay, so you walk over to Flora. She's the flower salesperson that you just gave back the locket to, and she's very happy to see you. She will sell you. I gave it to the wrong person. Sorry, Austihr, I'm doing it right now. She will sell you all of those flowers. She will sell you for each one. It's going to be 1 gold. You know,
For each one.
yeah, in
Okay.
potion creation, you need 1 of each. So, like, it would be, 3 or 4 gold or whatever for each of those flowers. And the only reason that she's selling it to you for so cheap is because you just gave her locket back. Otherwise, they are 4 gold each.
They didn't even
likes
give us
it.
anything for that locket, did they? Bloody shockers.
So for 7 worth of potions, it'd be 21 gold if I did my math right.
Correct.
I will do that. I'll buy 7 potions worth of ingredients.
Okie
I'll
dokie.
fork over 21 gold.
And so, yeah, you have enough to make 7 potions.
And now we're broke.
Nah, it's fine.
Hey, I still got money. I don't mind.
We still have stuff. It's okay.
So I wanted to ask as well, how much would it cost? Like how much would material cost be if I was to make the silver weapons? If we just like exchanged GP for silver?
It would cost 50
Like-
gold, so it's half the price if you make it yourself, and it will take 8 hours per weapon. So it's like a full
Okay.
shift per weapon to craft.
Okay, so would like a full weapon be considered like 20 arrows? Or like a
yeah.
sword?
20 arrows is 1 full weapon. A sword is a full weapon.
Okay.
But you need a forge for that. So you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do one of 2 things. You can either find a forge, which there is not a forge in this town, or you can make a very hot fire, which you can do, just not within the bounds of the town, because they'd be like, yo, you're literally building the world's largest bonfire here, but you could do
Build
it
a-
out in the woods or whatever.
Gonna build my own forge.
Whose house are we burning down as a forge?
Heason just
Here you go.
retires from adventuring and becomes the town blacksmith.
Finish playing with you one day, yeah.
So you guys are able to sleep at I keep calling him Elder Lashal, at Reeve Wilmot's house. If you guys want to go just hang out for the day and expedite that, or you guys can go and do whatever you want. Edgin's house is over here. You know that the Warswift boys, the tavern that they're at, is over here. And that his house is up here on the hill. So, up to you.
If a couple of you guys want to join me, I'd like to head over to the Sluice Tavern.
Want to do that?
I'd
So the
definitely
Sluice
like to have,
the Sluice is these 3 houses. It's not a tavern. The tavern
Oh.
is this tavern. The Sluice is like basically like
there's- oh,
the poor people houses. Where the
okay. And
poorest live.
but we would find the
Awesome.
sons at the tavern then.
Yeah, most likely.
That's what he said. Most likely. Okay.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah.
like to definitely have at least Canare and Rainier. Everybody else is welcome, but for reasons, those 2
Well,
would definitely be.
If you need me,
appreciated.
I'm sleeping, so you're gonna have to wake me up.
Oh,
It's
I'm sleeping off a tummy
Canare.
ache, I
What's
just threw up
what's happening,
everywhere. All
Austihr?
right, I don't feel good.
so we're going to confront the 2 sons about potentially stealing their father's signet ring, and get it back for the father.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can come
Yeah,
with.
I'll come as well.
And
Let's go.
Grimar.
Just in case he
Bring
decides
Angry
to
Man,
turn dirty, we don't want to basically kill anybody, but
No,
you
of
know,
course, we'll back
we
you
might
up.
need some intimidation.
We don't?
No. We don't want to kill anyone.
I just want to like for some clarity.
Flappy, do you have kids?
Not anymore.
Something that we
shit.
might want to be cautious of. We don't.
What happened
Too
to
many
them?
people going may. If these boys did do as their father said, too many people going at once might cause them to break and run. I think a few of us going to just question.
Yeah.
Will probably suffice.
I mean, you guys have been to this tavern before. Canaray spent like the first night chilling, partying over here. I mean,
they know me there.
Can we go wake up Canaray and bring him along, or
yeah,
wait?
he's with you. He's right there. He's just sitting there holding.
No,
his
he's
tummy.
Oh, okay.
He's napping on the
napping.
on the chair
Oh, he's
in
just
the
on the
park
ground.
or whatever.
Okay, yeah, let's, because I mean, he's already got some clout there.
I'll
being
take my
that he
water
spent
skin,
an
kind of
entire
fill
night
up
there.
a little a little drinking cup that I have in my mess kit, and just kind of go up to Canaray and just splash it on his face.
Oh, that's nice.
Wake up shocked.
Yep.
Give you a scowl, like.
Oh, Dragon Boy.
Come on.
What?
Time to work. Got someone for you to scare. Yeah.
All right, so
that's perfect. Right like that.
Canaray, myself, and Rainier. Is that good?
I'll probably come along as
then,
well, just for.
We can come and just be in the
emotional
background.
support.
Yeah, you can just kind of be
Yeah.
kind of
I'll stay
out
outside
of the
the
way.
tavern.
We'll, if you know,
Perfect,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll yell our code word if we need help.
If they try to run, you can have anger. Like you can have Angermar just like right there.
Block
I am
the
not
door.
yelling cinnamon buns.
Hey, it worked, man. That's all I'm saying.
You nearly died.
What time is it?
So did I.
It's the evening where people are heading to the taverns nowadays.
Yeah,
Or
it's like
around
4
this time?
p.m.
It's 4 p.m. It's happy hour.
Yep, it's happy
Time to
hour.
go Flappy
Happy
Jacks.
hour.
All right, so we go ahead and go in.
Alrighty, so when you guys go inside, you see a few things. You see, first off, there is a large pot of, it looks like gruel being cooked on the fireplace. It smells like spilled beer in here. It doesn't smell super great. You've got a few people. I'm just putting them all on the map right now.
Seeing that girl makes me the tiniest bit queasy.
Ooh.
You see two guys sitting at a table. They're drinking. They're being kind of obnoxious. They are just loud. They're laughing. You also see very quickly the bartender behind the bar, and there's one person sitting at the bar talking to him. It's actually kind of quiet. TBH for 4 o'clock bar.
Can we get a read on the two guys that are being a little bit boisterous?
They
Or
are
hear what they're talking about at all?
Yeah, sure. Roll a perception check. Oh, okay.
Wow. Nat 20. Woo!
You hear them talking about a bunch of different things. They're kind of like tipsy at this point. They're being pretty loud, so it's not like super hard to hear, but you catch every single word. And one of the brothers like, I know, man. That girl's so cute, dude. I'm so mad. I can't stand her mom, you know? I wanted to have this other party, but like I just didn't want to deal with her mom. Like Gemma's such a pain, dude. And the other brother's like, yeah, well, that's your own fault, because you always lose at cards, and it's not her fault for trying to collect a debt.
I'd like to can I roll insight? Not necessarily to like gauge whether they're telling the truth or not. I want to kind of size them up. What kind of kids are they? Like, are they?
They're adults. They're like 20, 25 in that range.
Gotcha.
But they're young.
Right.
They're young men. But to their dad, they're kids. They could be 50 years old and they're still kids to their dad.
It's probably similar age to Arthur then.
Can we tell if they're armed?
One of them has some daggers on his belt, but you can tell just from the quality of the sheath that it doesn't get much use. They don't look, they're kind of like lanky, they don't look bulky. They kind of have like that soft look about them, like, you know, they just sort of like hang out and drink all day. They don't look particularly healthy or hale, but you know, they are young men in like the peak of their lives, but they don't look like seasoned adventurers. Like they don't even notice you when you walk in. They're just in their own little world. They've got some dice on the table. They have no food, but they have 2 cups of ale for both of them. Like one of the brothers has 2 cups of ale, one of the other brothers has 2 cups of ale.
Alright,
Arthur, I have a question. When you bought those flowers, where are you keeping them?
Are
Are they like in your pack or are they out
Did I get them?
displayed?
Did I just get them just like bound together, or were they in like a bag when I got to receive them, or?
No, they're not in a bag. They're just
Okay,
bundles of flowers tied with twine.
Probably would have put them away.
Okay.
I'd like to grab, like, kind of take Austihr and Canary over to the bar and kind of lean over to the bartender, hook my thumb behind me, pointing to the 2 boys, and I'm saying, okay, what's the shit that they're drinking, and what's like the two levels up above that?
They're drinking ale. It costs 2 coppers a glass, and then there's mead. There's heavy dwarven spirits.
Okay.
The mead is 4 coppers for a glass, and the dwarven spirits is 1 silver for like a drink, like a small drink.
I'd like to buy a small drink.
Yeah, of like liquor.
A shot.
No,
It's
not
a-
like
it's
a
a- yeah,
shot,
it's
like a snifter.
Okay.
Snifter.
I'd like to buy. I'll buy 5.
2 ales
of
for
those.
me.
Okay.
2 ales for me.
Oh, wonderful. And the bartender gives you 2 ales. Go ahead and deduct that.
And 5. And then 5 of the dwarven ones.
Okay, go ahead and deduct
And
that.
You read my mind, Rainier.
I hand 1 to you. You have the 2 beers, Canary. I throw back in there, and I throw back 1 of them, and take the other 3, and begin to walk my way to the table.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Lightweight, man.
12.
It goes down rough. It actually burns. But it's you're okay.
So it's a whiskey.
Yeah,
like a fireball.
It's a strong liquor. Hisun, you would know this spirit as it's made by the dwarves, and it's pretty strong. Occasionally, people go blind from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be definitely drinking some of
Moonshine.
that as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I bought a glass probably at the same time that they all bought one, or just
Okay.
after them.
Mm,
But I'm not
I think
associating
Flappy should
myself
stay
with them.
sober. Nobody wants to see that.
all right.
Rainier, we're
Anyone
bringing the round
that
to
is
them.
drinking the liquor
I'm
has to make a
bringing
con
3
save, except for Hisun, because he's a dwarf.
Nice.
Hey.
I am. So I
I
have
didn't even have to
3
make one.
of those left, and I'm gonna take a seat here. And I almost want to do it like not quite. I don't know if this would be performance or deception, but I want to make it seem like I am tipsy and I'm kind of in that good mood level.
Okay, 1 second before we get to that. Canary, did you drink the
Okay.
liquor or the ales?
I drank the ales.
Oh, okay, you're fine. You don't need a con save for the ales. Austihr, did you drink the liquor?
He gave it to me. I haven't drank it yet. I was gonna say, does it matter if I drink it down in one or sip on it?
It's just liquor. Unless you sparse it out over like 6 hours and like every sip you drink water with it, you're making a con save.
Okay, I'll do a con save. Well, I'm fucked.
Balance has been restored.
Your very delicate palate that is used to fine honeyed mead and well-crafted artisanal wines from the elves, even where you grew up, even if you didn't drink like the good top shelf stuff, this to you tastes like gasoline. You don't even know what gasoline is, but it tastes like gasoline. You immediately spit it out over the bar. You don't like vomit, but as soon as it touches your tongue, it burns and you just all over the bar. The guy, are you at the table or are you at the bar?
I
mean, I
we'd be
guess
still at the bar at this point.
Yeah, we'd still be at the bar if we're drinking then
Yeah.
like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bartender looks at you and he's like, first time drinking dwarven ale, huh? Here you go. And he gives you a glass of water and then he gives you an ale and he's like, just stick to this, man. Just stick to this.
It's just throwing back.
I'd like
Way
to
Way to
walk
keep your
over
cool,
to him.
elf. Way to keep your cool,
I
elf.
smack. I give him a nice like hearty smack on the shoulders. Like we'll get you toughened up, and then I'd like to begin. Yeah. How? Okay. So he's not drunk. Like it's more like he couldn't. Like it was. Like
I just spit it up. I didn't swallow. Yeah, I just take a drink of it and then.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyone want to
Yeah.
shoot some dice?
Flappy would like to walk up to him and attempt to comfort him and say, "We'll cure what ails you."
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Say, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I can't
Um,
really get it, Flappy. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Cure what ails you.
cure what ails you. Ooh.
So
Ooh.
shall we head over?
I have just like a quick
Yeah,
question
I
as
think
well, actually. So when we came in, did we all overhear them talking about like Gemma and him losing at dice and being in debt?
I think we all enter at the same time.
Diastri
think
would have
we would've.
noticed it. You guys.
Well, I rolled a 3 on perception, so I'm just completely oblivious.
Yeah, you guys would have heard
Yeah.
like just blah, blah, rabble, rabble, we're drunk, blah, but you didn't necessarily hear every word. You just see belligerent dudes.
Yeah.
Well, before the
crazy.
three of us head over to the table with the round of drinks we've purchased for them, I'd like to disseminate that information to them.
That's,
Mm.
yeah,
So they're already
as,
tipsy.
so that at least the three of us that are going to talk to them, confront them, are aware of the situation they're in.
should take a seat at the table near them. Not at their table, but just the one right by.
Okay.
I'll sit with you guys, but I'll sort of just be listening more so than saying anything, if that's alright.
Yeah. I'll be doing the I'll be just sitting at the bar, but I'm going to be like keeping an ear out to see if I can overhear the conversation as well.
Okay.
I'm going to be
So,
sitting over in a corner, being all like Aragorn in the first Lord of the Rings with the hobbits.
Okay.
And then I'd like to do my little like tipsy drunk type check carrying like the 3 sifters. Whether that's deception or performance.
It's
Up to
gonna be
you.
deception because you're faking
Perfect.
that.
Yes. Sweet. Okay. 23.
All right. They seem to be believing in you, and they're kind of like, brother, come sit with us. And then the other brother's like, yo, dude, do you want to play some dice, man?
Dice.
Getting ready to
Do I
rip
look
ya.
like? Do I look young enough to play dice? No. If you want to play games, and I do, and I set one of the dwarven drinks in front of one in front of the other, and the third one in front of me, and I pull out my cards.
Oh man, I gave up on cards, dude. I've recently racked up a pretty big debt, so I don't really. I'd rather play
All right.
dice. I'd rather play dice, man.
I'm
How
in
about
earshot with this,
How about
right?
this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
are,
can all hear
Cameron.
this.
Okay.
How about this? We'll do this a friendly game, all right? I recently came into some money. I'm here to celebrate. And I take out a stack. And I take 15 gold coins out, and I put 5 in front of one, 5 in front of the other, 5 in front of me, and I say, this is an old war game I used to play. Are you in?
Yeah. Do you like, do we have to put any money down?
No, that's a loan. But for every coin you put in, you have to take a drink.
Oh, yeah,
of that.
cool.
And I point to those 2.
Yeah, that's great. We love that, actually.
Fantastic. I'd like to do an insight check. How drunk are they right now?
Go ahead, roll an insight check.
23.
With a 23, you can tell that they're not obliterated, smashed, blasted. They're tipsy. They're feeling good. They still have some of their wits about them, but they're a little impressionable, I would say.
Is there any food on the table?
No, only drinks. They don't eat.
Good.
That's fiscal responsibility. If you're trying to get drunk, you don't mix your alcohol with food.
Absolutely. They also were drinking ale before liquor, so it's going to be interesting.
They're not in the clear.
Nope. So, and I guess I don't know if whatever rules for a card game, but it's like essentially I want like any time that we would start a round where they would either like we put in the add to the pot or raise, they have to take a drink. And I just want to play it cautiously, and I want to kind of egg them on to bet against each other.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. And this is less about like the gameplay, because I don't mind losing the 15 gold, and it's more about me. I want to get them. I want to get to a point where they're open up, and I can just begin asking them questions as they get more and more tipsy and more drunk.
Okay, sure.
So I don't know if we want to role play the game or either one.
So roll a d20.
Okay.
Right now he's shuffling the cards. He's like, I know this game. My dad taught me this game, and he starts dealing cards. They both show their hands. The older brother, Lucas, he's got a better hand than you. And he is like, all right, so I win, right? What's that? 1 gold?
Yeah, so here's how this works. If we're playing that game, and I am familiar with it, this is the practice round. I'll explain how the betting and the drinking works in from here. So, when we reveal our hands, the one who gets the most, or the one who wins, gets the gold. The 2 who lose take a drink. The one who has the worst hand takes 2.
Oh,
and
so that's
if
you.
we want, and yeah, absolutely. And I am going to pretend to drink 2, or
All right,
take
roll
2 drinks.
a deception check.
Nat 20.
It looks like you drank. Yep.
What's he doing? Just like pouring it down like the side of his cheek.
No.
Has over his shoulder.
Has anyone here ever seen Coyote Ugly?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a trick where you can make it look like you actually are drinking, but it's just essentially
It's like
you're
a
just
reservoir.
You're just
throwing it in your
blowing
mouth and back
bubbles
into
into
the-
your cup. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
Or take it, drink it,
Um,
and then chase it and spit it back in the chaser.
Either way,
Exactly.
they don't know that you're not
Mhm.
drinking. While this is
And
going
then
on real quick, Rainier, Flappy, the bartender approaches you and he's like, you look like a sorry lot. Can I get you anything?
Self-esteem.
Oh god.
All right
He's
then.
definitely in the right place.
All right then. And he
That's-
just sort of
That's
like
what alcohol does.
keeps like cleaning out like a glass and just sort of like walks away from you. Never mind then. Okay, Rainier. So go ahead and roll another d20.
And as the cards are getting dealt out, I want to say, so your father taught you this game. How often did you guys play? You said you used to play cards a lot?
Oh yeah, when we were boys, he's kind of he's stiff. He's a stiff man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I get that.
So it looks like you lose.
Mm-hmm. And which one of the boys now is drinking twice?
The younger brother.
Okay. And I raise up my cup to him for a cheers, and then again, I'd like to fake it one more time.
All right, go ahead and roll deception.
Oh, this is gonna get 23.
It's pretty good. Yeah, they believe it. The younger brother, he's like, look, man, this is why we don't like cards, dude. This is why we play dice. I don't like this,
Oh, you're winning, man. You're winning. Come on.
Mm,
And I give him a slap on the shoulder.
mean, to be
Look,
fair,
okay.
he is pulling in gold because
Yeah.
going
Oh,
out
yeah,
of fashion right now.
You're getting look how much gold you're getting right now.
All right. And
Do
his
you
other
often play,
brother's like, hey, bro, maybe you take out Emmeline for dinner. He's like, all
Oh,
right.
who's Emily?
Oh, she's the carpenter in town. She's real cute.
Oh, really?
You saw her.
Isn't she the one? Isn't she the one that Colton's got a thing for?
It was.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
She's got like curly blonde hair. You saw her selling that horse-drawn cart in the market. She's cute, fair skin, little button nose.
Yeah.
You know, solid 7
Oh,
or 8 out of 10. Pretty good
Oh,
for
seven,
Michelle
I saw her
Clove,
in the
though.
market earlier today. She's pretty cute.
She's
Hey,
10 here.
Hey, dude,
Can I
back
roll a
off my chick.
can I roll a d20 to see if I find her attractive,
Son,
like my character in
son.
particular?
Yeah, go ahead.
Son, look how old I am.
Yeah, Steel.
But you have any luck?
Yeah, I definitely find her
Yeah, she's
attractive.
pretty cute, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she likes me. I just, I don't know. You could tell he's got like some self-esteem issues. Like he's like a little shy. He's like,
I mean, come on, man, look at you. And I stand up and I kind of pick up the guy and I kind of brush some stuff off. Look, just stand up straighter. And I straighten his hair and like you're a handsome, strong young man. You just gotta have some confidence. Come on, you gotta be doing something to try to win her affection. And I kind of sit back down and I begin dealing the next hand.
When you say that, there's a guy at the bar. He's just sitting there. He's wearing actually the leather armor that the guards of the town wear, and you hear him scoff audibly, just like, huh.
I kind of glance back, but as I come back to focus on the boys, I kind of give Austihr like a side eye to like a little kind of thing.
All right, man.
Can I have a look at that guy? Did I notice
Yeah.
this stuff as well?
Everyone
Can I
noticed
just
it.
kinda
He did it on
straight at him
purpose
right now.
very loudly, like to be a dick.
Yeah.
He is a middle-aged guy. He's got kind of like, almost like a mullet. It's like short in the front, kind of longer in the back. He's wearing the leather armor of the guards. His pants are a little dirty. He looks like he's kind of tired, worn out. He just got off of a shift. He's just kind of drinking at the bar.
Wait, he's a part of the guards.
Yeah.
And he has the audacity to scoff at someone else after being that useless. 2 times
I
in
think
a
this is
row?
a job. I think this is a job for Canneray to go see what's up.
Yeah.
All right.
Show him.
Yeah, so I get the look from Austihr to kind of like get up and do something. So I kind of reluctantly do it because it's like whatever. Go ahead and sit down next to him with both my drinks.
So that's him. That's him here. Hey.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll slide one drink to him and say, "Here's for your hard day's work."
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And what's your name?
I'm Canneray.
I'm Nicholas. Nice to meet you. That guy's a real tool. And he kind of points back at Eric Warswift.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he's kind of boisterous. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, they're kind of some of the biggest trouble our town's seen until, recent times.
Yeah, it can't be any worse than a couple hags, right?
Yeah, I heard about that. That's, thanks for taking care of that for us, huh?
Well, someone had to do it, I guess.
I'll tell you what, I'll drink on me. And he kind of waves the bartender over and he brings over more ales for you.
Great, I'll take that ale and I just down it.
He tells the bartender, he's like, hey, Paul, these are the guys. First off, they killed the goblins that attacked during the reawakening, and they just killed a hag. You must have heard about it. It's all over the town. And the bartender's like, oh, yeah, that's you guys, huh? Well, man, I've got a list of things that I really need. I usually make these specialty drinks, but after everything that happened in the flower festival, I'm pretty much out of almost all my ingredients. Here's a list. If you go get it for me, I can pay very handsomely. I made a killing during the flower festival.
Maybe one of the other guys can do it. I'm good.
Oh,
I'll stick my hand up and like wave him over and have a conversation with him and have a look at the list.
Okay.
While everything else is happening.
He gives you the list, and it's a few fresh herbs. It's nightshade, cap-hack mushroom, lunar bulb, ginger root, and hag's heart. And he has like scribbled next to each one like where you can go find it.
To repeat that, so it was nightshade.
I'll put it in chat.
Oh yeah, perfect.
As this is happening,
Right
all
here,
right,
this.
as the game with Rainier and the two boys is going on, can I just like make a sort of insight check on the two boys? Like, as the game progresses, do either of them get a bit more frustrated than the other as they're like playing? Like, if they're losing a lot, or
The younger brother, he is getting pretty like he feels like his luck's about to run out. You can tell that he's like been jaded in these types of games before, and he's kind of like he wants to not be doing this game anymore. He would rather play dice. He kind of keeps bringing it up to Rainier. He's like, I know I keep winning, but bro, like I really just want. I don't like cards, man. I have a bad experience with cards, dude.
okay.
Did I hear the list of ingredients?
No, you didn't hear him say it out loud. He has a list of ingredients that he showed to Heesun. You heard him do that, give it to him, but you don't see what's on the page.
Got it.
At this point in time, I'm kind of slowing down on the draw on like dealing out the next hand, and I look at him. I look at the younger brother and it's like, "Don't worry, we don't have too much left. We can switch games if you'd like, but you know." And I look back at the older brother and I lean forward and it's like, "If you really want to win a girl over, you got to get her something. Works every time perfectly." And in all my years, all over I've traveled, there's one thing that girls appreciate more than anything else. You know what it is?
What?
Jewelry. And I finished dealing out the hand, and I'd like to, as I said jewelry, I simultaneously want to start the next round so that they don't have really time to process it while doing an insight check to get their reaction.
Okay, roll an insight check.
I also do that if I'm listening.
Yeah, sure.
Same.
20.
All right. His face just drops. He seems really regretful and disappointed in himself, and he looks kind of sad, and he's very glad when the next round of cards starts happening to just pick him up and just look at his cards and just kind of lose himself in the game. So go ahead and roll d20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nat 1.
You're really bad at this
It's
card
not my
game.
night. Did the older brother win this hand or lose this hand?
The younger brother won this hand.
Okay.
He's like,
I
great,
kind of like,
great, and he takes another
woo!
gold.
And I happily like toss him my gold coin and cheers the older brother. And once again, I'd like to fake drink.
Okay, well, at this point, Lucas has finished, the older brother has finished his entire thing of liquor,
Of
so
the
he has to make a
dwarvens.
con save.
Mm-hmm.
And he fails it, and he's like, "Oh, brother, dude, I don't know, I can't drink any more of this stuff. Just give me the ale, my stomach's starting to rumble. We haven't eaten anything today, bro."
Oh, that's the best fun. But I slide the cup over, and I slide his ale back in front of him. But I'm saying, let's continue. And then for my, I'm gonna go ahead and keep pushing my luck with the fake drinking. 13.
Yeah, they're tipsy enough to not really be paying attention. They're more worried about what they're
Okay,
drinking and than what you're doing. Quick question for the rest of the party.
Perfect.
Ignis, what are you doing? You hanging out outside?
I was, but then I saw how much fun everyone was having.
Okay.
And
Just
I would,
looking through the window.
yeah.
It's raining. He's sad.
Are you on Angrimar's tail as you peek through the window? Like,
Exactly.
I have fun.
Is that a child looking through the window?
We don't really have taverns in the gnome country. It's not really.
You guys have
a
just
thing we have.
like beer dispensers on every street corner, right?
Yeah, like in your house, just like a tap.
Yeah. All through the one keg for the entire settlement.
The mega
that's
pint.
just
Yeah.
the mega pint. Who looks like they're the best drinker in the party?
I'm just like throwing back the dwarven ale right now.
I have to agree. It'd probably be Ethan, eh?
My
Excuse me.
reputation does kind of precede myself.
Canare, my friend, may I challenge you to a nice little challenge?
Oh,
Oh.
what are we talking about,
I-
my friend?
Pull out my big mug and I say, bartender, fill this and a mug of the appropriate size for my friend with your strongest drink.
Is that just like? Is it like huge for you, but for any like normal
Yeah,
size?
it's
Actually,
pretty
really-
normal
Yeah.
size for most people.
No chocolates.
He just
It's
puts like a
pretty
single
normal
drop,
size.
in there, just like a one squirt of the alcohol.
I would say it's more of a stein, but for me, it's more of about the size of my full upper body. Do you accept my challenge, my friend?
You come to the right person, gnome.
Easy win.
How much does it cost me? Loser pays.
Loser pays.
The guy that you're sitting with, the town guard Nicholas, he's like, I'll join this with you. Drinks on me for saving the town, you know?
All right.
I won't
Thanks,
say no to
human.
that. And I chug, and I just start chugging it as much as I can.
All right.
Yeah,
Both of you do con saves.
God, where's my character sheet? I don't even have a character sheet.
One gulp. Canare just clicks it back. The whole cup gone. He swallows it, lets out like a hearty burp. It's hard for you, Ignis. It actually fills up your belly, you know, and it's cold. It's really cold. Somehow they have cold ale in this tavern with no refrigerator. And it's like, it hurts your teeth, like they're kind of sensitive. So you start taking sips, but you can't chug it. Meanwhile, the town guard's just like taking sips, just like smiling at you both, just like.
Ugh. Another?
I slam the. What are we drinking from?
Tankards, like big wooden tankards.
Yeah, tankard. Just slam the tankard down and just kind of like you said, belch and just kind of let a little chuckle. It's like that was easy.
But this was just ale. Is there stronger stuff?
There's dwarven spirits.
What about a tankard of dwarven spirits?
Dwarven spirits for a gnome, I'd love to see it.
All right, you can get a thing of dwarven spirits for.
How about a special challenge for this one? If I win and fine, you have to feed Angramar in the morning.
What do I get out of this?
What do you want?
To ride him for a day.
This huge dragonborn riding on a.
I will buy your Cinnabuns. I will buy your Cinnabuns for the entire time we're here.
Let's call it 5 gold.
5 gold?
5
Deal.
gold. Deal. What about you, human? Are you in?
No, I don't partake in the liquor anymore. Ale for me, but you boys have fun.
All right.
Con saves.
Deal. Con save. Oh.
Oh, he won.
So, Ignis, as you take this drink, you get the snifter, and it burns, but it feels good, and you like it, and you're able to just sip it down.
No, I wanted a whole tankard of.
Oh.
That was the challenge, a whole tankard of it.
Oh. Okay. You drink it. It goes down easy. It burns afterwards. You do like that, you know, like after you take a shot and you do the fire breath and you're like, you're fine. You're drunk. You're wasted. It's basically like a point of exhaustion. You're going to suffer disadvantage on like rolls, skill checks, and stuff like that.
I'm guessing you didn't see my whisper then. How's Canare doing?
I didn't don't see a whisper. Canneray, on the other hand, you drink it, and it's starting to upset your stomach. You don't like get sick or
Right.
anything, but you're wasted. And like you're wasted to the point that you're not even making sense anymore. You look to like, the human guard, and he's just kind of like, he kind of gives you some water. He's like, the bartender's even just like, oh no, like there's a drunk dragonborn in my tavern. Like this cannot be good for me.
Take
I'll put-
30 sausage rolls,
And
puke
I
everywhere,
understand what
and now we're at
Cogs
the
is
tavern.
saying.
I will put 5 gold pieces into Canaray's hands and whisper into his ear, "It's a tankard of sobriety." And I'll walk out of the tavern. Completely fine.
Ooh, you're not drunk at all, Ignis. You're not drunk at all, Ignis. Flappy, go ahead and roll an insight check. Not only do you not understand what he's saying, but you think he's being rude. Like, you think he's, like, kind of being a dick. Like, he's all drunk, and he's like, fuck you. And you're like, whoa.
I'm just trying to ask Nicholas what his problem is with the other humans, but I just can't. I'm just slurring everything.
Cogs, is Canneray like a more like aggressive drunk, or how is he?
No, he's more of a reveler. Like he's for the good time.
Perfect. All right.
Back to
Drunk barbarians,
Rainier.
always good.
What do you, at this point, they're drunk. What do you want, what do you want to say to them? They're done playing the game. The other brother's drunk.
Yep.
I'd like to move over to the table real quick and,
Okay.
and join them.
And I guess the next question I'm going to ask is like, you seemed a little upset earlier. Did you have like a necklace or a bracelet or something, and she like turned it down or something, or what?
Nah, man. I don't really talk to Emmeline that much. She kind of makes me nervous.
You're a handsome
dude.
looking guy.
She makes me nervous.
I mean,
dude.
yeah. But you seem particularly upset when I mentioned the jewelry. Did you try that?
I didn't give her jewelry per se. It's just, I don't have a lot of money, man. I don't have a job. I just live at my dad's
but
house.
You have money now. Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't mean you can't get a hold of like some jewelry.
Well,
I mean, I've done a few things back in my day here or there. Some good, some bad, but if you really need something, you can get a hold of it.
Wasted older brother's like, oh, you already took all the jewelry.
Oh, yeah, see? What happened to it?
Oh, man, so Eric lost the bet down in the sluice, and he had to give it to Gemma. And his brother's like, oh, dude, shut up. He's like elbowing him. He's like, shut up.
Gemma?
Yeah. She's this old drunk lady. Her daughter's pretty cool, but she's like, whatever.
Yeah. What happened? She took all the jewelry you had?
And then at this point, Eric, the younger, more sober brother, is like just shutting up his older brother, and he's just like, dude, don't talk about that, bro.
No. I'm concerned here. Like, that doesn't sound right at all. I mean, you guys had that. Like, don't you? If you want to give that, like, I should have gone to Emily. Come on, that's not fair. And I want to persuade them that I'm on their side. Like, I'm saying that I want to essentially talk them into saying, like, that's not fair. That shouldn't have happened.
It's more of a deception because you're trying to deceive them that you don't know what the ring is about.
Fair enough. Okay. Sure. 14.
He's like, yeah, you're right, man. I just, you're right. I should probably give something to Emmeline, but we gotta go. My brother's wasted, and he's kind of.
And I, at this point in time, I stand up, and where's the sober brother sitting in terms of like, is he across from me or next to me?
He's the one next to you.
All right, so the sober one's next to me, and I kind of stand up and I kind of put my hand on it firmly, but not like angrily, and I sit him back down, and I'm like, look.
He does not sit back down. Do you want to make a strength check for that? But he does not sit back down willingly.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Would this be pure strength?
Yeah.
All right. 20.
You
And
forcefully.
I don't want to be. Yeah, I want to be firm, but I don't want to like hurt him.
All right.
Like,
well,
think of it like
you forcefully
I
put
do
him
hurt
back
him.
down, and he looks up at you, and he's like, "Yo, what's your problem, man?"
I don't have
At
a
this
problem.
point,
I'm
everyone
concerned.
else in the bar, you guys hear this altercation, and everyone kind of turns and looks, and the bartender's just like, "Oh no, not again."
And I
Harry's,
I hear that it went quiet, and I kind of glance back, and I kind of lean in close, and I'm like, "Look, all right, I'm not. I really shouldn't be saying this, but if you guys are in a spot of trouble, if you need help, and you want to get that jewelry back," and I hook my thumb behind me to the drunk dragonborn. That big guy's a friend of mine, and this one, the Austihr. You see that? See those ears? You see that bow? We can help you out here.
I don't want to kill Gemma, dude. I don't want to kill Gemma.
And I kind of like, no. What are you, stupid? No.
And his brother's like,
no.
"Why not? Why don't we kill Gemma? She sucks."
And I slide the beer back, and I slide another ale in front of him, and I'm like, "Take another drink," and I go back to the sober one.
Okay.
I know. I'm trying to like quickly like keep things quiet because I know there's a car behind me. Look. We can go and have a talk with Gemma. I'm sure Gemma can be reasoned with, and I give a little knuckle crack at that point, like a subtle one.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
No, I'm trying to like show. I want to show him that we are capable and willing to help him out. Like essentially, like I'm kind of approaching this as though like I'm still being deceptive, but I want to make it seem to them like I am actually looking for like essentially like I am looking to help them out, or almost like a merc for hire, like saying, "Look," and I'm gonna crack my knuckles and say, "Look, I gave you guys a lot of money. I lost 15 gold tonight. You give me 10 of that back, all that jewelry is yours."
Well, how are you gonna get it back from Gemma, dude? And you can tell at this point he's not particularly crazy about you. Like, you just like he was trying to get up and leave, and you just made him sit back down, and he's kind of like he's very distrusting. Like, he kind of sobered up, like when you have a scary experience when you're drunk, and you're just kind of like, now I'm shocked back into reality. That's how he's acting.
Did you hear about those goblins? Did you hear about the hags? That was us.
Yeah, all right. My dad could have killed him, though. He was a soldier.
Oh, I'm sure.
My dad.
Then why don't you have him go get the jewelry?
Dude, the jewelry was my dad's, and you see he kind of like loses his shit at this point. He's like,
"You're in a big spot of trouble then, kid. You're in a big spot of trouble. You think your dad, who's strong enough to take on a hag, is going to be happy with you? 10 gold. You guys still walk away with 5 gold that you didn't have tonight before. Free drinks. We get that jewelry back. And you can give some of it to Emily.
And nobody gets hurt.
She'll like you."
All right, roll intimidation.
Exactly.
Killed.
And intimidation, and was Diastri trying to help? Were you helping me out there? Or?
No, you don't.
I was
gonna
move. I was gonna move over and
pissed.
talk to the other guy.
It's not an advantage situation. He's not. He does not like you. It's a high DC.
Enough. 18.
All right, man. Here, just take your gold. We gotta go. And he gives you the 10 gold, and he just kind of grabs his brother, and they walk out, and he's in a huff, like, and he goes, "Hey, Paul, I'll give you the gold. Here," and he just like throws the rest of the gold that he won from the coin or the card game on the bar, and Paul the bartender's kind of like, cool, and he grabs it all up.
As they pass me as they're leaving, I'm just like, ugh, ugh.
The drunk brother gives you like a slap on the back, like a friendly, like, yeah, I'm a dragon friend.
Oh, hey, Ghibli, before they do that, do I observe where they put the money or pulled the money off of?
He just had it on the table. They were playing a card game, so there was like piles of money on the table.
They
So
had
he
it
had
in their
like
hand the whole time.
it was on the table the whole time. And and
Well,
then
I was talking when they were getting up to get to the bar.
at that point,
when they left.
when they left, he
Yeah.
pushed 10 gold over to Rainier and then grabbed the other 5 and then just came over to the bar and put it on the bar.
Okay. Disappointed.
Yeah. Thwarted again. First
I
was
mean, I'm only standing in the way,
He mistakes Flappy for the bar and just puts it straight into Flappy's
Right on his
hand.
forehead, yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, thank you."
Okay. So tonight or another night?
Are they? So they out of the bar right
Yeah,
now?
yeah, they've left. They're
gone.
gone. Yeah, they don't
I'm
particularly.
just gonna say, like, what was with all the commotion? We had a name. We had a location. Why did we escalate that? Why didn't we just leave at that point?
I was trying to see if I could get them to pay us to do it. And on top of that, did we have a name and location? I thought because I didn't know we had like the name of who has the jewelry now.
Yeah,
Gemma.
Yeah, he said
Gemma has
he
it.
gave it to
Gemma.
Gemma, and she's in the sleuths.
Sluice.
Yeah.
Sluice.
Oh, they did say that? I
Yeah,
thought
they
that
did say that. No,
Yeah,
Oh,
and
well.
I mean, and we knew a little bit about Gemma from at the very
Whoops.
beginning, from when we first entered in. That's who they were
Gotcha.
talking about, is Gemma, and how much of a let's see,
Yeah.
Okay.
And
she's such a pain, and that they're in debt basically to her, or indebted to her in some sense at that point in time.
So I suppose, do we want to go get it back ourselves, or do we go tell the father where it is
Well,
and see what he wants
from
us
what
to do from there?
it sounds like, from her perspective, she either won it in a gambling match or they owed her money and they used that to pay it. If the
Sounds like they're in debt for sure.
Yeah.
Given the way the interaction with the bartender, where he just gave him 5 straight gold. There was no, "Hey, I owe you 3 gold for the beers tonight." It was just, here's all the money I have. Put it toward whatever I owe you.
Would assume, because he kept mentioning he bad experience with card games, I'm assuming he lost a card game to Gemma.
Canneray,
Yeah.
you
Or they
start to
lost.
sober up after that altercation. You're still drunk, but you're starting to come to. The room's not spinning for you as much. You're still not 100%. You'll still probably be rolling with disadvantage, but you are sobering up. At this point, you realize that you should probably eat something, and that would probably help your stomach.
Give me a nail to take the edge off.
Oh, that's more alcohol, but yes, inspiration.
it.
You get an inspiration.
Can he tactical vomit outside?
Vomit outside, come back in, keep going.
Is
That's
someone
it,
gonna
that's-
stand behind
it.
you and hold up your scales?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll hold his scales back and pat him on the back. You're so strong, Canneray. It's okay.
I'll hold this string full of teeth that he has on his sword back, so they don't get splashed on.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's
this
the
is like
important thing.
such like a sorority girl moment.
Usually,
Hold his tail out of the way.
So, okay, so do we want to find out more about? I honestly did not realize that we got that much information.
Yeah, well, you got kind of it. So
Well, you were drinking.
You,
You were pretending to drink. So
you did well, man.
I
You
know.
did
I
well.
was like,
yeah.
Just the
So-
smell of that dwarven liquor is enough.
yeah.
I'm gonna
I
give you
reckon-
guys 2 minutes to deliberate while I go tactical pee really fast.
Do we want to find out more about Gemma, or do we want to kind of like go straight to her?
I think
We
we just go and talk to Marius and find out where, like, how he wants us to
Handle it?
continue from there.
Yeah, because he may know.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on
quite a
how
bit
we
about
want
it
to
as well.
end with the brothers. I mean, do we care that they just continue life on as useless drunks, or do we tell the father and maybe they'll learn a lesson?
I don't.
Does it matter?
Yeah, that's
Or-
fine.
Or we
don't
could
care,
just
I'm just gonna
take
tell
the
the father.
amulet and then have them have no idea what happened to it.
It's a ring, but no.
We're
Sure.
we're gonna be getting paid for that ring. So
That
Yeah.
ring's worth 5 gold to me.
At
That'd
least.
be worth 5 gold.
Actually, no, sorry, it's worth
Well,
10 gold to me because he said he'd give me all my money back, and I bought 2 stacks of arrows at 5 gold each. So
And more.
that's
And more.
Yeah,
If I get at least, yeah.
He said he was going to pay us pretty handsomely, so
yeah.
It's not too late
And if
at
he-
the moment.
And if he just mentioned the ring, but they took a lot of jewelry from their father. Rainier would probably like to, at like best case scenario, have a talk with them and try to see if we can persuade them to be better. Worst case scenario, do a scared straight moment. Even though
I mean, we can leave that to the dad.
The dad will
Okay.
be able to.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair.
But
if she wants us to help with that, and
if we talk to Marius, though, we shouldn't tell him where the stuff is, because then he might just be like, "Well, now I know where it is. You guys aren't getting paid. I'll go get it myself."
Yeah, we
So-
hold back a few cards.
Yeah.
Diastri talked to Marius before, so you can kind of.
Oh,
okay.
yes, suppose.
Maybe
Yeah.
Quick
Who was
question: Are
asking?
you guys having this conversation in the bar?
Maybe
Yeah,
we
I'd say
maybe
Well,
we
then-
relocated to like up in the back where there's no one,
Yeah.
Okay.
and we're just
Well,
like having
then
like,
Cannery go out
hush.
to puke, so.
No.
I don't
No,
think
he's
that's
not.
Oh yeah,
good,
no, we
alright,
were
I'm
just,
still
having
good.
this conversation surrounding Cannery barfing outside.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 hours that you guys have been here. It's like 6 o'clock now. It's like dinner time. The sun isn't like setting, but it is like starting to get a little lower in the sky.
We get a pot of gruel while we're having this
Perfect time to
conversation.
knock on somebody's door.
Alrighty, the gruel costs
know they're
2
home.
coppers.
2
Do we
coppers.
know which house down there is hers, or do we have to figure that out?
We'd have to figure that
We
out.
don't
Yeah,
know.
you don't know, but you can ask. I mean, someone will tell you.
The guards might.
Wow.
Do we go and see Marius first and
I mean,
just,
we've
like,
got a
have
guard
chat,
right here in
or-
the bar. We can just
I'm
ask.
gonna go
We can get that
scope out
information on
the
our way out real
area.
quick.
You know, lurk non-suspiciously down there at the street. Nothing could go wrong
At the
down there at the
sluice?
sluice. Yep.
Okay.
Well, if we
But- Probably after we figure out which house is
wants to
hers.
go and
She wants to scout it out. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Yep.
You can somehow sneak in, sneak back out.
All right.
could also-
So, are you going to roll stealth for that, or are you just gonna kind of walk around not being stealthy?
Well, do we know which house it is yet?
Nope.
we don't. We don't. I don't.
And I'm
think we
just
know what it
gonna
looks like.
casually walk down the street and see what's up.
Did we ask the guard?
No, we haven't not asked the guard.
I feel like we should ask the guard.
Yeah, we should definitely ask the guard.
I would definitely approach the guard and just ask him.
Oh yeah. Gemma and Kylie live in the middle house. He takes a second to remember because he does not remember, and he tells you that it's the third house. It's the one closest to the harbor.
Okay.
Flappy is going to go have a nonchalant walk around it and then stealth for a stakeout and wait for everybody else to show up.
Okay.
They're having steak down at the harbour.
Oh hell yeah!
It's a bat out. My bad.
Oh,
It's a bat out. Oh, it's a mouse out.
It's a mouse out.
I'm gonna run real quick as well, and I'll be back in a second.
I'm gonna have Angramar pull the tail out for Cannery to help him
inspiration.
walk straight.
Oh,
Even
that's nice.
even inspiration,
Inspiration
Flappy.
for that.
I
Alright.
do.
Might want to use it.
Now,
if you want, unless it's
Ghibli,
your
I think
choice.
we were.
Oh,
we
I'm
were
still
talking about-
technically outside, so I'm just lurking.
I think we were also talking about like having a talk with Marius before like confronting Gemma. I think this is like so. I don't think we are all heading over to the sluice, right?
Up to you. What do you want?
I-
You
I don't
don't
really-
have to be there.
And was
Henry is completely
the
listless. He's following right now.
was the father still
I guess I would-
the market?
Dang it, no, he walked away. I was gonna say I'd be wherever Diastri is gonna be heading.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, Arthur. As we like passed through the market, was Marius still there?
Yeah,
was he
he's
still
starting
open?
to close up shop.
Okay.
He's not closing up shop yet, but you can see he's kind of cleaning up for the day. He's, writing in a ledger of his business transactions. He's just, shift closing,
We can just
We stop by there as we're on way
We
past
can-
then.
Okay.
do we. So we don't want to before we talk, just do we want to say where it is, or do we just want to say they lost it in a bet, a card game?
Now I say we just tell him that we have made progress in tracking it down, and he was not incorrect in saying that it was his son's.
Okay.
And that
I
they
would
don't
say
ha-
we
and
could
they don't
probably
have it
say-
anymore.
Yeah.
What was that, Ignis?
We could also just say we may know where it's located, but it would be touchy for us to go in and accuse one of his neighbors of having it / steal it back from them. What would he like to do? Would he like to start an incident, or would he?
Or would you like to pay us
No.
now and deal with it himself?
Flappy, go ahead and roll stealth.
I rolled a 1.
All right. Well,
He knocks on the door first.
You guys are.
I'm just hiding over here.
Everyone that's up at the market with discussing how you guys want to approach Marius. You, Flappy, are just walking around. You see 3 houses. There is a clothing line here. You see that there's a man outside. He's kind of taking some of the clothes off the line. He notices you. He stares because you're an owl, and he's like just gawking at you, but he doesn't say anything. The 3rd house is this one. You can get closer to it if you would like, but that man has spotted you.
I just want to stake out around the outside of the house and see what's going on. Is there any extra observable activity? Is anybody home?
Yeah, if you peek in through the windows, is that what you would like to do?
From a distance.
Okay, you can look in through the window. There is an older woman. She's got kind of like dry, crunchy hair. It's brown. She's sitting there drinking out of a bottle of wine, and then you see a young woman behind her. Her daughter, you can tell like they share similar facial features, and she's like putzing around the house, kind of like cleaning up.
Cool. Are there any flowers nearby, like wildflowers or anything?
Roll a nature check.
Oh, good one.
There's flowers by the market that grow by the well.
Great.
You're
I'd like
close.
to pick up a couple.
Like, yeah, you're able to.
Yeah,
go over there.
I'd like to pick up a couple. Have they noticed me in the house yet?
The woman that was drinking the wine saw you through the window.
Okay. I would like to go up and knock on the door.
The younger woman answers, "Hi, what can I do for you?"
Ooh, Miss, can I talk to your mother? Ooh.
I don't understand you, Flappy. Your voice is
I
too
talked to her
much.
mother.
Yes. Ma, get over here. And you see this like drunk woman stumble over. She leans on the door frame. The door's open, so you can see inside the house. They've got an unlit brazier, dirty food on the table, and then 2 beds, very small.
Okay, well, when she gets to the door, I'd like to drop down on one knee, pull out the flowers, and go, "Will you?" I saw you through the window.
I can't understand you. Your mic is peaking, Flappy.
Will you marry me? I'm
Oh
like,
my
when she
God.
comes out to the door, I'm dropping down on one knee, saying, "I saw you through the window. Will you marry me?"
To the mom?
Yeah, to the mom.
Go
And
ahead
her the
and
flowers.
roll persuasion.
Oh no.
You don't net. Oh no! Net 20.
The wine bottle drops out of her hand. It shatters on the wooden floor. Glass shards and red wine splash everywhere. She immediately runs over to you, drops down because you're much shorter than her. She's probably like 5'5", 5'6". You're like 3 feet tall. She drops down and envelops you in a crushing hug. And she's like, "Oh, you would never ask. No one ever wants to be with me."
Okay. I would like to go to pull out a ring and then go, oh shoot, I don't have a ring. I can't put a ring on you.
my
Start crying.
I've got one, and she runs into
my God.
the
No.
chest over here, and she rummages through it, and she's rummaging through it, and you see her daughter just standing there, and she looks at you and she's like, is this a joke? Do you even know my mother? And the woman comes back, Gemma comes back with a ring. It's silver. It's got a large, broad face on it. It looks like it's been engraved with a hammer and a sword and little wavy lines. And she's like, here, here. And she shoves it in your hands. And she's like, please.
How drunk is she?
Roll an insight check.
I
Oh
refuse.
god.
There's no way this works. I refuse.
She seems pretty drunk. She's not like, I mean, she's slurring, but she's not completely out of it. I mean, she's here with you. Like, she knows what's going on.
Great. So I would like to take the ring and pretend to put it on her finger, but actually put on some string.
Okay,
Oh,
roll
cool.
a deception and a sleight of hand.
Oh
no.
Oh no.
This is where you use your inspiration for deception.
I definitely are using inspiration on that deception check.
One quick second. I'm doing some rolls in the background here.
16 for deception, 20 for sleight of hand. Oh please, oh please, oh
Sleight of hand's
please.
fine.
What is the
Deception, I
end
think that-
game?
Where he walks away with the ring, dude.
And he's married.
my
So are you
Yeah.
using your inspiration on the deception roll?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off that you've used your inspiration. The woman, you know, I don't know how many women you've proposed to, but the first thing that a woman does when a man puts a ring on their finger is they look at it. So she looks and she sees the string and she's like, wait a minute. That's and then her daughter, who has no idea what's going on, she's like, great, Mom, when are you moving out?
Oh, I don't even know what to say at this point. But I would like to interrupt her while she's trying to look at the ring, and with the daughter interrupting, and say, right now, and take her over to the dock. Try to take her over to the dock. And actually, what direction is the group from
They're
me?
to the north in the market.
Okay, so I'm going to take her out on our first date towards the market.
Okay, now real quick, before that happens, you guys are talking to Marius Warswift as he's closing up shop, correct?
We were, yes.
Yeah, that's what we were going to
How do you want that to go down?
I think just like we said that we have some information on the potential whereabouts, but and that we know that it was your son's, and just leave it vague.
Look, I know that they're real troublemakers, but and I'll deal with them at home later. But if you could get that ring back for me, it'd be huge. It'd be huge. Huge.
That's what we're working on.
I've
Hey,
got
so
this
he wants us
diamond,
to get that
and he
ring back
holds up
then.
a very large diamond, and he's like, "I'll pay you with this, all right? Please, just get the ring back. It means more to my family than anything."
Yeah, well, don't worry, we'll get it back for you.
That's what we're working on. That's why we're back here.
All right.
And so we walk away, and it's like, okay, so we really need to plan this out. We need to figure out,
Yeah,
okay,
how
what's
are
our
we gonna
plan?
get-
Do we
are we
confront
gonna-
her?
What are we gonna say? Are we
Oh,
gonna
God.
break? What do we want to do here?
I don't know. We could either, maybe we could have like Flappy like sneak in at night and like steal it quietly.
Yeah, we could try win it back in a card game. Do you feel
Oh,
lucky?
that's very
Any of-
true. We could.
We could.
Excuse me, my friends. Isn't that Flappy walking with her right now?
And you see,
What?
she's like elated. She's just like, "Oh, get married!" And she's like yelling loudly, like all the townsfolk are like looking. You see Emmeline, the carpenter, just like her
That's
daughter
exactly how I look, too.
Kylie's behind her, like really excited, like her mom's getting married and moving out.
At this point, I swear I'm still absolutely blitzed.
Yeah.
I think I'm seeing things.
Please tell me she is like twice his size. She has to be like carrying him like a bit. Like
she's not like, carrying him like a baby, but she's got her hands like on his head, and she's just like walking with him, and she's all happy. She's like 5'5", 5'6", so.
He's telling me I'm not the only one
like
seeing
the bird hop.
Yeah, he is doing the bird hop. He does like the pigeon thing too when he walks.
Can I do an insight check on Flappy?
Is
he in danger?
Go ahead, roll an insight check.
18.
Flappy, do you feel as though you're in danger?
I'm getting married. My life is over.
Yes.
I can't believe it, dude.
I'm glad it's him and not me.
Please tell me someone else is seeing this. What is going on?
All right, Flappy, you're approaching the group. You've got your new fiance in tow, and what's?
I would like to just walk right past them, but whoever is closest in the party to me, I would like to try and slip the ring into their pocket and then slap them on the ass.
All right, roll a sleight of hand.
Who are you giving it to, I guess, yeah.
Half the group is too tall. Can you even reach their ass?
Yeah.
I'm only 4 feet
A
tall.
large wingspan, thank you.
It's just one of those excited wing flaps where, you know, it kind of lifts, does a little bit of lift off.
Average, thank you very much.
She does not notice. You're able to get up to Arthur, and you slip the ring in his back pocket, and you slap him on the ass. Arthur, roll a perception check.
Gosh.
So Arthur doesn't realize, and we just end up like going to Gemma's house looking for the ring.
Me too.
No, you realize that like at first you're taken a little aback that you just got your ass slapped, but then you kind of feel, you know, the sting of the spot, and there's a little, you know, little lump in your pocket.
Okay. How far away?
Are you just excited to see me?
Oh, you know.
God.
How far away have they walked off from me now?
They're kind of standing around. Gemma is talking to the group. She's like, "Oh, are these your friends? Oh my God, we're gonna get married. Let's go to the dock right now. We gotta get one of those candles."
Oh, I have one right here, and I pull out a candle in the deep that I had. And in fact, Flappy, I'm so proud of you. Tomorrow, I could perform a ceremony.
She's like, "I gotta go get a dress. I gotta get a dress." And then she looks at you, Flappy.
You do. Go.
And she kind of kneels down to get right in your, you know, eye to eye level. And she's like, "Hey, baby, I need some money for a dress. I gotta look pretty for my wedding."
I'll step forward. And be my wedding gift to you, and I'll give her 10 gold pieces for a dress. My wedding gift to you, madam, and the happy husband.
And she skips off. You see her talking to Flora at the flower stand. She's discussing arrangements for a bouquet for tomorrow. She runs off. You just see her skipping off. She's like kind of drunk too, so she kind of like staggers occasionally, like, you know, her feet are a little uneven. And she's like, all right, tomorrow at dawn, let's do it.
Absolutely, at the dock.
Yeah. And
is Flappy with us now, or is she dragging him off again?
I'm probably getting dragged off.
Yeah, you're getting dragged off.
You can't see the fiance in a wedding dress before the ceremony.
No.
That's true.
The groomsmen can't see you in the wedding dress until tomorrow morning. We need him back.
Roll a perception
It's his
check.
last night.
I mean a
freedom.
persuasion. Roll a persuasion check. This is turning into a bachelor party.
We're going drinking again! Woo!
Yes!
Oh, here we go.
She's like, okay, yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna go get my dress and stuff. I'll see you tomorrow, sweet cheeks. And she like kind of grabs you by like the face feathers and gives you a big old kiss.
On your beak.
So we're going to
yeah, you're soft,
what's that?
yummy beak.
What's that town called? Ava Shores tonight.
Is that the closest strip club?
That's the closest town. That's not here.
We need to get out of this town immediately.
But we
need to talk
in the
to.
back of my head if this backfires. Just FYI.
Do you?
Yeah. We're going to the dock tomorrow, boys.
You are not sure.
Slappy, what has
No.
got Jesus Christ?
No.
Little Owl, what has gotten into you?
Oh, none of you know
What
this.
happened?
Arthur, you still have the ring in your
I
pocket.
do. I haven't taken it. I haven't taken it out.
Marius is.
Do you know that it's the ring in your pocket now?
Yeah, he knows. Marius
Oh
is
my
looking at you, Flap, and he's like, congratulations? There's something you gotta know about Gemma, man.
If only
She's-
Marius knew.
She's, kind of the town drunk, you know? I'm not judging, it's just...
I'm back. I'm like, that makes
Definitely
two of
sounds
us.
like he's judging.
Floppy would just like to remain mostly silent and say, "It's all fine."
Okay.
Imagining just the meme of the dog in the burning room. This is fine.
This is fine, yeah.
Yeah, but instead of fire, it's just wine spilled
Oh
everywhere.
god.
Marius wouldn't be judging if he knew what lengths Flappy just went through to get that ring back.
So were we still standing at Marius's, or were we making our
Yeah,
way
no, I'm
there
sorry.
when
Yeah,
we
you
met?
guys are at Marius's. I have you on the
Okay.
wrong
So-
map because I expected this to go differently.
Yeah.
What happened?
Anyone
Anything?
saw this coming.
She just wasn't
So-
prepared for my dashingly rogue or dashing
Is
rogue.
Gemma out of earshot now?
Yeah,
How
she
far away is
skipped
she?
off. She's far enough
Marius
that you
still
don't
there?
hear her shrieking anymore. She was
Like
shrieking.
Laura?
You heard her like ah! like, and it trailed off in the distance as she like ran off to go get a dress and stuff.
Is the
Is
daughter still
Marius-
hanging around?
No, the daughter she ran off with her mom.
Okay, sweet.
Is
Or
Marius
anything
still
else.
there, or?
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys are like standing
Marius
in
is
front of
still here.
Marius's
Oh, okay.
shack.
Is Arthur
before
the only
anything
one
else,
aware
I
that
do-
we have the ring?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure how far away she is at the moment. But what were you
Before we
saying?
go on, I think we should change the stream title to a Flyby Wedding.
It's gonna have to be.
Yes. Yes.
Next time.
Yes.
I'll do it right now.
So Arthur
Oh,
will reach
God.
into his back pocket and pull out the ring and look at it and be like, well, you don't have to worry about the ring, I guess. I'll show the
Wait,
group.
what? I look at Flappy.
Owl,
Is
What
Marius-
happened?
little Owl.
Marius, is this your ring, by the way? Is this the right ring?
And he takes it and he looks at it and he puts it on his finger and it fits perfectly and he goes, "Oh my god, I don't know how to thank you enough." And he gives you the diamond and he's like, "Look, please, look.
Okay. Yeah,
This is I can't believe my sons would even betray me like this. They know there's only one thing I care about in this world, and it's this ring."
Flappy would try and extort him for more arrows by pointing out the fact that he had to get married to get him this ring back. There's a real cost
getting
here.
married. Man, of course. Here, please. And he gives you all the arrows that he has left. There are 36 arrows.
So I'll grab the diamond, I guess.
Okay, it's
Oh,
worth
how much is-
500 gold.
Nice. And what in terms of the rest? Was it just the diamond or and arrows or?
Yep, just the diamond.
Well, and we got our at least the deal
guys
that
got
he
your
made
gold
with
back.
me was that I got my gold back.
Yeah, and now
Oh yeah,
you
I
get
get
your
my
gold
gold
back.
back, right too.
Well, we've got our funding for the silver weapons we need now.
Yeah, and Flappy.
Do you have a plan, buddy?
I feel
What's
really,
happening tomorrow?
I feel bad about this.
Yeah.
Do you
Little Owl, what's going on?
what?
Are
you going
I
through
think
this,
we
or
should
is
go
this all-
for our honeymoon on the lake.
What?
What could go wrong? What could go wrong having your honeymoon on the lake?
Oh
You
god!
You
Right.
what
Insight.
happened at the ring, the
Insight
water
check,
before?
please.
We would love to see you guys go out on the lake.
Yeah.
Just the two of you for a nice alone trip on a boat.
What
Can
the
I
elf
roll-
said.
Does this require insight or is it obvious?
I feel like this is pretty obvious.
Okay.
I think this is pretty obvious.
I mean,
Flappy,
there's a side quest to
we're so
go
happy
take
for you.
care. What? It's a nice
I-
romantic trip on a lake. And there's a side quest to go take care of whatever's causing that, so we can go investigate whatever's causing that and a nice romantic getaway.
And you want to coincidentally also take your new fiance with you.
It's a nice romantic getaway, taking her on a work trip.
Flappy.
Are you gonna get her new
I
cement
can't
shoes while you're at it?
I can't, in good conscience, let this happen.
No, I don't think any of us can.
No.
What's wrong with taking her on a work trip?
You know exactly
It's
what's wrong
not.
with this.
I'm not going to do anything to her. I will not harm her. You are accusing me of harming my beloved bride. I will not be doing any damage to her whatsoever.
What do you know about her? Except that she's a drunk.
If she's a drunk, she had a nice ring, and she decided to marry me.
Yeah! Why? Why did she decide to marry you? But like clearly we all know what we all can see why she said yes. She might have mistaken you for something I don't know, like some kind of tropical bird or something, but why? Just why?
Now, Flappy, I'm curious. What are you going to do when she sobers up? A, sobers up, and B, realizes she doesn't have a ring on her finger.
You can't keep her drunk forever.
You see, Ken, right?
Challenge accepted.
Okay.
Sooner or later,
So
she's going to
first off-
realize there's no ring.
We either need to be out of town.
Look, maybe she lost the ring on her honeymoon out on the lake.
Okay, first off, do you want to go through with the wedding?
Sure.
I feel
Okay,
like
sure. You're getting married tomorrow morning. I'll marry you to that woman. It's happening.
I feel like at the wedding, we're gonna know that there's no ring.
Yeah.
Aaron will be disappointed.
And I'm curious.
No. Okay, look. Here's how this works, okay? All we have to do is she's clearly drunk. She's out having fun, getting excited. Flappy, you go there and you need to when she gets back and you see her again, and you are going to have to be like, "Oh, can I see the ring on your finger again?" And when she says and she realizes it's not there, then you react and you're like, "Oh my god, what happened? I thought it was on your finger when you went to go get your dress." And make it seem like it was either stolen or lost. That would be like the safest route. A little white lie, and
with Flappy's deception rolls. Yeah.
Maybe the sort of thing where you say you don't have the ring and you're like, sorry,
Time to
I
give
marry
me
someone who lives and
inspiration,
stuff.
boys.
Oh, you're gonna need something. You're gonna need something more than an inspiration, buddy.
I'm feeling pretty inspired right now. It's the night before my wedding.
He gets drunk. Can he get bonuses to his deception? Because
I just want to know who's going to come to the wedding and object.
I'm curious to how many people.
One. You said yes. This is happening. Mutual pact right now. No one is interfering with this.
I have a question. Do you guys want to do anything else with your day?
I'm ready for bed.
Because
I've seen enough.
Yeah.
I've seen enough.
All right, we can say that you guys go to sleep, and we can take like a little 10-minute break. I'm gonna go refill my coffee, and then you guys can level up. So during the break, if you guys would like to level up, we can come back from the break tomorrow morning, the day of Flappy's wedding, and everyone can be level 2.
How much experience do I get for this milestone in my life?
You're gonna get 50 XP. For tricking this woman, and you also get an inspiration for your deception.
Oh my
and
god.
Unbelievable.
Is there any tin we can buy in town?
Ghibli, the last thing that I need to do, or that Rainier needs to do, is going to the temple to properly learn how to do the local town's wedding ceremony, because I can't. That is a spell I can cast. There's a spell I can cast that will marry 2 people together.
Yeah, I know. And then you get buffs from it. Okay, so you go
Yes.
to the temple. They explain to you that there's in the book of prayers that Austihr got actually is a little poem that you read. You bind their hands with a red cloth, and then there's the exchanging of the rings, and then you light a candle during the whole ceremony, and when the candle burns down to a little nubbin, you toss it in the lake, and then they are husband and wife. Austihr, what did you want to do?
I wanted to ask to see if Marius or any of the markets had any raw tin just
Tin?
laying around. Tin. Tin.
Marius has like a tin container, like a little like, thing to put stuff in, but it's not like raw tin, no.
That'll work fine.
He just gives it to you. He's like,
Oh,
oh God, you've made such a huge help in my life.
Ooh.
Yes.
Jesus, what a generous man.
So once Rainier learns that, and I'm looking at the information for like the ceremony spell now, I would like to can I go to Gemma's place and have a talk with her? First? We can do this after the break if you want to get your coffee.
She is currently not there.
Okay. Crap.
She's off running around the town. You can spend time to try to find her. But
I would, yes, just a little bit. I don't want to get too late, but I want to just see if I can like spy her and flag her down real quick.
Yeah, it takes you like 30 minutes. You walk around town. You actually see her over at one of the houses in Meadows Rise. She's at the Sihan's house, and she's talking to a very posh-looking woman wearing like an evening gown, and they're exchanging gold to wear one of her dresses. And she's with her daughter.
And I would like to Gemma!
Yes!
Hi! I am a friend of Flappy's. I will be conducting the ceremony tomorrow, and I wanted to just kind of come and let you know who I am, and I wanted to kind of say, and my gosh, those are beautiful dresses.
Oh, I'm so excited! Oh my God!
Yeah. I am so happy for Flappy. This has been a long time coming. I'm surprised he managed to I'm surprised he managed to find a ring in time, because he was desperately looking and he couldn't find one, and then he kind of was like, no, this has to happen.
Romance is like that, though. Have you ever been in love?
Yeah. Yes, I have once. Well, that was long ago.
Oh, wonderful.
And he did give you a ring, correct?
Yeah. And the daughter, she's like, hey, Mom, you know what? Go try on those dresses. I'm gonna talk to the paladin here. I've got some ideas for the wedding. And so she's like all drunk. She just sort of waddles off into the house. She takes you to the side of the house, away from the windows, and I'm gonna need you to roll a strength check.
A strength check?
Mm-hmm.
That paladin
There might be 2 weddings now.
Oh God. His caveman style wedding. He's getting it bonked and dragged away.
Nat 20.
She kind of grabs you by like the scruff of the neck, and she tries to push you up against the wall, but you're just stronger than her. She's like a, kind of a smaller woman, and she's like, look, dude, you can't mess this up for me. I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. My mom is marrying that little bird, and she is getting out of my house.
That may be a bit of doing. No. Flappy is getting married tomorrow, but there's a problem.
What's the problem?
Your mom's not wearing the ring anymore.
Yeah, I know. He gave her a piece of string, but she's drunk all the time. I'll just keep feeding her wine.
What's gonna happen when she wakes up tomorrow and it's not there?
I don't know. She'll be drunk. I don't care. Just get her out of my house, man.
Thing. No. You and I are in agreement.
I work 18 hours a day on those fishing boats. No. I am not having my mom in my house anymore. I'm 22 years old, goddammit.
Yes, I agree. Tomorrow morning, you make sure your mom thinks that she lost the ring during the dress shopping and that it's not missing. She's out of your house.
I'll do you one better. Take my week's pay, and she gives you a measly 34 silvers. And she's like,
take the silver.
She's like, look, just get her any ring. I don't care if it's made out of wood. Please.
Okay. Sure. Now, and I take the silver. Now, do you want this to be something lasting?
I don't care.
Something like that.
I don't care at all. Nope.
Does your mom what this is gonna be, I need either things that I can trade in for about 25 gold or worth of silver to like for this ceremony.
I don't have
Or
that.
does your mom?
No.
And I give her. Does your mom have that?
No.
No one says you have to pay for her wedding.
We're legitimately very poor. I work on the fishing ships. We live in the sluice, and I pay for my mom's drinks all the time. She doesn't work or do anything.
You aren't aware of what your mom's done, have you?
What do you mean?
You know the two boys. What's the name of the general store order?
Marius Warswift.
Yeah, you know the Warswift boys.
Eric and Lucas.
Yeah, I hate
They've
those guys.
apparently have apparently they're indebted to your mother, or they lost a lot.
No, they already paid her back. They gave her that ring.
Yeah.
So I mean,
was that all that they gave her, or was there more?
Yeah, that's all they gave her. My mom, she does all right for herself when it comes to, her drinking buddies, but she never, contributes to my household.
Okay. Understood. All right, I'll take this. I'll go and see if I can buy a replacement ring or get one fashioned. I'm going to give, and then I'll have that at the ceremony.
Yeah, you find, a real shitty thin silver band. It's really thin and plain, but you can buy it for 1 gold.
For 1 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
I'll do that.
Let's call it for a break. We're gonna take 10 minutes. You guys can level up, and we're going to come back, and it'll be the morning, the day of Flappy's wedding.
Woo!
Holy matrimony.
Yep. So give us 10 minutes.
Or should I say holy flap?
Okay, I need to.
It is the crack of dawn. The light of the sun is just coming back over the horizon. You guys are awoken. And you hear a loud knock on the door, and you hear a pretty drunk Gemma, baby, wake up. And you guys go downstairs. You see her. She's wearing a beautiful, elegant ball gown. It's a dark green with embroidered yellow flowers. It's low cut. Like I said, she's 50, so things aren't as high up as they used to be. Her hair is in a beautiful updo. She is wearing a little thin gold chain necklace. Her daughter is with her, wearing a very simple blue dress. It's kind of like a sundress. It's not elegant or anything, but it's nice. And she has a bouquet, and her daughter has just one little sunflower. And they motion you to go to the dock. Colton's already prepared the boat for us. I hope you have the candle and everything ready.
Yes, I do. And also, I pull out the ring I bought, and I kind of I look to the daughter, and I'm like, and hand it to her. There's the ring, and you dropped this when you ran off, and I hand it to the daughter, not to the mother, and you keep that ready for when I tell you.
Okay.
I want to keep the mother from seeing the ring when I do this.
Okay. That's not a problem. They go to they start walking down to the dock. Do you guys all follow?
Madam, if I might just say, you look ravishing.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
You're making the little owl a lucky owl.
What is Flappy wearing right now?
Feathers. I'm an owl. Silly question.
All right, I'm gonna take my cloak off.
He doesn't wear pants?
I'm gonna take my cloak off, and I'm gonna kind of wrap it around Flappy. And can I make the cloak look like something a bit more elegant before I do so? This is the cloak of many fashions.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna make the cloak look like something like a more elegant cloak that could be considered nice for a wedding, and I'm gonna put it around Flappy and clasp it, and don't lose that. And I want to make it like look. Good.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion and just have flowers coming up behind Flappy as we walk.
That's you get an inspiration. That was cute.
Love it.
All right, so you guys walk down to the harbor. By the time you get down onto the dock, Dockmaster Colton, he's like awake. He's kind of tired. He's like, congratulations. Here, take the boat. I'm sure you know how to sail it. Do you need me for this?
Yes. Yes, we do.
All right.
I don't think any of us know how to sail it.
We have no
Actually.
idea how to sail.
We have
I'm
no
only
idea.
proficient
No
in land
idea.
vehicles.
Alrighty.
There's a first time for everything, boys. Like getting
If you don't come with us, someone's liable not to come in or get pushed into the water.
Okay, he hops on. He lets you know that once the sun actually rises to, 7 a.m., they're going to ring the temple bell, and the townsfolk will be watching from the harbor dock.
Okay. And that's when the ceremony starts.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you guys,
everyone ready?
push off. Go ahead.
I just want to ask, like, as we're approaching the boat to get on, can I have a look around? And does the water still seem the same as like when I first looked? Like, is it all still murky and kind of weird up, like near the edges?
Roll a nature check.
Nature check. Where are you? I'm actually terrible at nature. Yeah, no.
From what you can tell, the water is not murky. It's clear, glass, still. It doesn't look like there's anything in there.
I'm gonna
Guess we
ask
missed out.
how the fishing's been the last couple of days.
Oh, fishing's been great, man. I gotta say, thank you guys so much for taking care of those quippers. We had one more school of them show up, but for the most part, we're able to get, a nice, decent haul.
You notice nothing else strange with the lake? I'll walk up as well and ask that.
More quippers showed up, but it's not as bad as it was.
All right, well, we're setting out there now, so maybe we'll see something else. Who knows?
All right. He pushes off.
How far out do the fishermen usually go?
Sometimes out to the middle of the lake. We haven't been going that far, We generally go a couple 100 feet. We cast our nets. The lake gets a lot deeper. It kind of drops off in a cliff, and he kind of points like, a couple feet out,
They had a like boat go missing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No
How far out are
surprise.
we going right now?
Yeah.
You guys are going to be within sight of the shoreline. So let's say 100, 200 feet. Not like crazy out in the middle of nowhere, but
So about the same as the regular fishing boats.
Mhm.
Okay. I guess after the entire time, we'll just be constantly scanning the water.
I'll be
Okay.
doing that as well.
I'm going to just cast Detect Magic and look out onto the water.
Okay. You cast
Failed
Detect
again.
Magic. You sense that Dockmaster Colton has he's got some personal effects on the ship. There's like a little barrel or a little crate full of his stuff kind of next to where he's standing. There is something magical emanating from that. It is transformation magic.
Is Snake?
I hate to pry Colton, but I don't know many fishermen who have magical objects on their ships. I actually don't know many ship captains at all, but I don't imagine there's a lot of magic. May I ask what's up with that magic right there?
Oh yeah, and he pulls out a rod. It's about this big. It seems to be made out of wood. He goes, "This is my pride and joy." And he goes, and it turns into a fishing pole, and it's a pole of angling.
Sick.
Interesting. Very nice.
Yeah, my
You should
pa
be very
gave it
proud
to
of
me.
it.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Your
That's how
rod
I
is
got
very
into
impressive.
fishing.
You must be very proud.
You like my rod?
Oh, England.
It's 6
My
inches,
rod,
he
bro.
swears.
It's quite.
It's average.
Two weddings are happening now.
So, Ghibli?
Yeah.
I actually pulled up the wedding script since I'm essentially since I'm performing a ceremony.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
This is real Flappy.
All right. So you guys push off. There's no sail on this boat, but there's a long wooden skiff pole. And Dockmaster Colton kind of pushes you guys out a little bit. And there's a rudder in the back, so he kind of stands up behind the wheel, kind of navigating you guys out. Takes about 10-15 minutes, and you guys are out. You kind of just slowly drift. None of the fishing nets are down or anything. He asks if you have anything you would like to set up on the deck, and Gemma looks at you and she's like, yeah, we need the candle.
I have the candle.
Okay, do you light
and
it?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
So
you hear the bell in the town echoing ding dong, and you start to see that there are on the dock a couple of the people are lined up. You can see Marius Warswift and the Warswift boys. You see Flora and Hugh. They're hugging each other like, oh, it's so nice, to be in a wedding. So there's a crowd for sure. And let me also bring Kylie on the boat because she's here with her mom.
Who is... So Kylie's with her mom. Who is with Flappy?
I mean, you guys are all on the boat together. And is Angramar with you?
I meant more like
on the boat.
I meant more like a best man.
Best man.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna choose, Flappy?
Yeah, who's your best man, Flappy?
Yeah, I'm choosing the alligator.
Okay. Oh my god.
All right, I need you to roll an animal handling
minor
check.
illusion. Minor illusion, a little bow tie on Angramar.
Oh no!
Oh jeez,
Oh.
20.
He walks up with his little bow tie.
The D&D gods want this to happen.
Yeah, he
That's
walks
right.
up with his little bow tie, and he just sort of like wraps his tail around your shoulder and kind of pats you, and he gives you like a look of like, you got this, brother, even though he's just a crocodile.
So I have the ring with the daughter. I take the candle and I stick that on the alligator's head and say, hold on to that. And all right, so the bells have started ringing, correct?
Yep, it's time. Gemma looks at you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to join the hands of Flappy the Owlin and Gemma the Human. Now, who is giving this woman...
My last name is Vers. I guess it won't be anymore.
It won't be. Yes. All right, Gemma Vers and Flappy.
How does that work? Does she just lose her last name?
Flappy, I need
No,
you to
it's
roll a
Gemma
con
Flappy.
save before we start the ceremony. As soon as he starts talking about how this is actually your wedding, the moment hits you, and it's definitely
One.
it gets you. A 6. You feel very nervous. You are visibly shaking. You're nervous. There are people watching from the shore. You're about to make a really big commitment.
And
yeah.
Can
that's a
owls
good
sweat?
point.
They do now.
Yeah, finding out.
Who is giving this woman a way to be married to this Owlin? And
I
look
will.
towards
And
Caleb.
Kylie kind of comes up and takes her mom's arm.
You are not losing a mother, but rather you are gaining a father. And who is giving this Owlin to be married to this woman?
Angramar lifts his
We
head,
all are.
but he does it carefully so the candle doesn't fall off.
Yeah. You are not losing a friend, but gaining another. Let us join in prayer. Gracious Father, protective Mother, we thank you today for Flappy and Gemma's love for one another. We thank you for the love and the good news which you have given them. I pray that you would guide their hearts back to you and to each other. I also ask that everyone here would feel the desire to encourage Flappy and Gemma in their marriage, and finally, that you would be here with us in this ceremony. In your names we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now, we have come together in presence of the Father and the Mother on this lake to witness the joining together of this man and woman in the bond of marriage, the sacred relationship of marriage shared by the very creators of humanity, our Holy Father and Holy Mother. Let this be an example that be followed by each and every one of us, and is meant to show true love for one another in this unbreakable permanent bond.
Never
And
causing.
it is at once man's greatest blessings and also one of his most awesome responsibilities. Marriage is not to be entered into lightly, but intentionally as a way to honor the father and the mother and one another in the love that you share. Flappy and Gemma, thank you for joining them and sharing in this very special day. Flappy and Gemma also wish for me to share with you part of what makes this day significant for them. The father and the mother teach us what it means to be a husband and wife, caring parents for children, forming a family. And at first glance, it seems that wives may be asked to be respectful of their husbands, but in fact, they should be treated as equals alongside their husbands, as both together are what form a family bond. This is done out of love for one another and for any who are brought into the bond with them through the act of forming a true, complete family. So in a way, this is good news. It is good for these two to be connected. Flappy, Gemma, your lives will not be all about sacredness and seriousness within this holy bond, but I pray that you would find sacredness in the joy, laughing, arguing, and loving it that you two have been given. The only thing that should ever come between the two of you from now on should be your love for the father and mother and the love that they have for you. Now, do you have the ring? And I look to Kaylin.
Yeah. Kylie holds it up. It's
Kylie, thank you. Yep, and I take it and I hand it to Flappy. And do you, Flappy, take this woman whose hand you hold to be your lawful wedded wife, and do you pledge before the father and the mother and all of us here to love, honor, and protect her through good times and bad, keeping yourself unto her alone until death do you part? If so, answer, I do.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
Speak.
Yes. Do you, Gemma, take this man whose hand you hold to be your lawful wedded husband, and do you pledge before the father and the mother and all gathered here today to be a loving and true wife through good and bad times, keeping yourself unto him alone until death do you part? If so, answer, I do.
She looks at Flappy lovingly and she goes, I do.
You have chosen to seal your vows by the giving and receiving of rings and the lighting of a candle. The ring representing the bond that a man forms with a woman or other. Shit, I just realized what I'm doing.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
The bond that a man forms with his wife by showing that he values her and is a sign of her love for him to keep it on. And the lighting of the candle, the local tradition here, to signify the unity of two souls into one, meant to burn and then tossed into the water where they shall burn forevermore, until death do they part. So, the rings form a perfect circle, without a beginning or an end, and is thereby a symbol of eternity and signifies the duration of the commitment you are making. The metal of which the rings are made signify the purity and value of the relationship into which you enter. Now, the ring made of precious metals, which was so crafted carefully, is there to remind you of your commitment. It should always be a reminder and an outward sign of who your heart belongs to. Repeat after me, and I look to Flappy. I give you this ring.
Who gives you this ring?
As a symbol of my love.
As a symbol of my flapping.
And with all that I am.
Oh.
And with all that I have.
Oh, stuff.
And I will honor you.
Shit.
Okay. And you may now put the ring on Gemma's finger. Now, the candle, and I look to Angermar.
He lifts up his head and it's just sitting on his head and he kind of very carefully balances it and puts it out so you may light it.
All right, and I take the candle and I take a match and I hand it to Gemma. Now, and As you light this candle today, may the brightness of the flame shine throughout your lives. May it give you courage and reassurance in darkness, warmth and safety in the cold, and strength and joy in your bodies, minds, and spirits. May your union be forever blessed. And I hold the candle out for her to light it.
She lights it, strikes the match, lights the candle. It flickers, it burns.
And while it's burning, I continue on with casting actual ceremony, and I take the 24 gold pieces worth of silver powder that I bought, and I will formally cast ceremony.
Just real quick, may I do an insight check on Flappy?
Yeah,
How's
go
he
ahead.
feeling? How's he doing? Let's see. 18. How you feel? How's he feeling? How's he looking?
Not good.
Not good.
Okay. And how long do the candles take to burn down? Ghibli?
About 25 minutes to a half an hour. And then
Okay, I would have probably started casting ceremony at the beginning then.
Yeah,
like
no problem.
The full thing would have lasted an hour, yeah.
So after you guys light the candle, from the shore, you hear on the harbor a bunch of cheers, and you see people throwing flowers in the air from the dock, and you actually hear it echo over the water. Woo!
All right. And candle eventually burns down, and what does the town do? They
They just plop it in the water. Yeah. The couple throws it in.
All right, and once that's done, Lord, Father and Mother, please bless this new family as they navigate the times ahead. Help them to know what your will is and the decisions they need to make. We ask that you would continue to bless them and help them to know the two of you are near now and forever. In your names we pray. Amen. Flappy, you may now kiss your bride.
She gives you a big ol' sloppy kiss.
I cast minor illusion and start doing fireworks up in the air, 30 feet up in the air, just fireworks exploding.
And
It's like lips on beak kiss.
as you guys drop the candle, you both...
I got a real pecker on me.
Oh, ew. You both hold your hands together, and you take the little nubbin of wax, and you plop it into the water, and you see the stillness of the water. There's a little ripple from it, and Dockmaster Colton, he's cheering and clapping, and he's all excited, and he goes, "Well, back to shore, huh?" And he starts, wheeling the boat around, and all of a sudden you hear thump, and the whole boat rocks a little bit. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Yes!
Send the croc
for the
in.
last
Find out what's going on.
Ghibli,
Yeah.
I would like to Flappy and Gemma, while they're within 30 feet of each other, will have a plus 2 bonus to their AC.
Yep.
For the next 7 days.
Yep.
I legitimately
and then-
cannot believe.
Well, that's a nat 1, so I'm on -1 initiative.
What just happened?
I swear I have not rolled above a 10 with
God
my
damn it.
initiatives.
I still
my
can't
God.
make it roll the freaking initiative.
I forgot
God,
to
we
do the
have
thing again.
Your wedding's
I
turning
feel like
into
a paper
hentai.
bag in the wind.
No.
Oh god, I've
I've
seen
seen-
enough anime to know where this goes.
Oh,
jeez.
back-to-back
Jesus.
naturals. Nice.
Oh god.
I'm starting to feel like I have no autonomy over my own life right now.
Okay, how
Ghibli,
do I
I
make the
Actually,
initiative thing work?
You
Oh,
click
that's
on
a
your
yes.
token.
Yestra!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I click
Ready?
on my token is selected, and then I click initiative.
Yeah.
There
Yep.
you go.
There you go.
Oh, what? Okay.
My original was -1, so I don't think there's an actual difference.
It gives you a
This is
0.
I think
Yeah.
you can go into negative
Okay, so
initiative.
I
You
have a
you
plus
you don't
6
get
or
to fight
whatever,
this. You
right?
don't get to fight at all.
No, you only have a
Shit this
plus
one out,
3.
Chief. Shit this one out.
Plus
I was
three.
tearing up
Only
so
go
much by
last.
the ceremony.
All right. Has
Oh, I
everyone
see.
rolled? It looks like it.
I believe
Oh,
so.
God.
The mother and the father notices so much that they're just cheering on the boat and shaking it.
All right, Diostri. You're in attendance of the wedding. You watch as they drop the candle into the water, and you hear that thump on the side of the boat, and it starts to shake. You look over, and you see just below the surface of the water a big shifting shape with tentacles breaching out from underneath of it. What would you like to do?
Water octopus.
Why?
Not to have come to the wedding.
I'm swimming back to shore. Yeah.
Wasn't
You
the,
guys
wasn't the
are the
wedding
ones
supposed
who
to be on the
insisted
dock
on
and
the
the honeymoon
wedding
on the
ceremony.
ship? Let's see. They're underwater, you said, right?
Yeah, they're
Still?
just up at the surface of the water. They're close enough that you can see them beneath the water surface.
But disadvantage if I attack with. Well, let's just give them a poke and see what happens. I'm going to attack one of them with my bow.
Alrighty. Which one? The one here?
Yeah, that one's fine. Let's
Okie
just kind
dokie.
of give him a poke test, see what happens. Actually, let's see. Can I roll? What would I roll to see more about them? Try to see.
A nature check?
Nature. Where is it? There it is. Okay.
You can tell that they're giant octopuses that are under the water.
Okay. Well, let's fire.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 10 piercing. So you fire your bow, and I just want to double check it's this one, right?
Yes, the one on the bottom of the boat.
Okie dokie. So you fire your bow, it goes through the water, zoop, and a little splash happens, and you actually see the top of the arrow where the fletching is sticking out, and it's moving around as the arrow has sunk into the flesh of the beast. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
We have to move to the edge of the boat to be able to like see down into the water.
No, it's a fishing skiff, so there's really not really walls. Like it's not like the deck and then there's
Okay.
walls. It's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
like a
very
flat
low.
barge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No, that's it.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Ignis.
Let's go, range people.
Here.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, no. I'm going to move there. And cast Witch Bolt at this one.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll for it. You are going to be at disadvantage because they're under the water, and a 7 does not hit. Would you like to use inspiration?
I think I will use my inspiration right now.
Okay, a 12 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Alrighty. Oh,
And
lightning.
lightning.
Oh, and it's
Nice.
lightning, eh? Alrighty.
Argument for making more damage in water.
Oh, shit.
Argument. I'll give you an extra 2 damage points for it. Why not? You see the electrical shock actually disperse among the top of the surface of the water, and the tentacles that are underneath the octopus just sort of vibrate and shake. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
That is it. Just for your knowledge, if it moves with that out of range, out of 30 feet, the spell is canceled.
Okay.
But until then, I can hit it. So just in case it like goes underwater and stuff like that, just so you know.
Dope. Thank you. That is going to bring us to Flappy. Your beautiful wedding has just been interrupted by these squiggly monsters. What would you like to do?
Oh, thank God. If I am engaged with a tentacle, do I have to disengage, or will it get an attack of opportunity on me? I have any idea.
It would get an attack of opportunity on you. However, at second level for rogue, you should have the ability.
Yeah, I can disengage.
as a
but I was
bonus
wondering
action.
if I have to disengage or dash. So
Currently you're not within tentacle reach, so you're okay.
no, I was gonna go move over and stab it
Oh,
and
well
then fly up.
Yeah. But so
But-
it's an action to attack, and it's a bonus action
Yep.
for you to disengage. So you can do that all in one turn.
All right. Well, we're going to run over here.
Okay.
Next to our dragon buddy.
Mhm.
and stab the tentacle thing with a rapier.
All right. Well, you're not close enough to stab it. You have to fly
All
over
right.
top of it.
I think that's what it,
Oh,
so
it's
that's,
in the water. In the water.
Yeah.
It's not up the side of the boat.
No.
This hentai's already boring. Okay, changed my mind. I'm going to fly up in the air 30 feet.
Okay.
And then fly over here with my bonus action and then shoot an arrow into it.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit. Even at disadvantage, you are able to hit it. Go ahead and roll your damage. You got to click short bow.
Yeah.
Alrighty, excellent. And is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
No, I'm still not over being married.
Okay. This octopus now
That's
has
into the
2
water.
arrows sticking out of it. That's going to bring us to Canneray.
69 arrows now.
A quick glance around the skiff. Are there any barrels or barrels full of salt?
Yes. They're not full of
Ooh.
salt, but there is an empty barrel that has, nothing in it. There's a crate that has some fishing equipment. There are that's about it.
That's it. Okay. Well, in that sense, I'm gonna pull a javelin from my back, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw a javelin at the this dude right here.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll to hit. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Wow, okay. So this octopus, which is pretty close to the surface, has been shot with 2 arrows and now has a javelin. You've pierced it in the joint of one of its tentacles where it, kind of is connected to the body. And you see that one tentacle sort of falter and it's not keeping up with the other tentacles as it's trying to swim. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I'm gonna go ahead and move here. And that's it.
Alrighty, so now we have 2 octopi. This one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. And it is going to reach up and try to hit Arthur.
Oh shit.
And it's going to miss you. So that's pretty dope. Now this one is going to move over here at you, Canneray, and it's actually going to climb up the side of the boat. It's holding its breath. Its body is actually on the side of the skiff, and it's going to try to whip you with a tentacle.
Ooh.
And that will hit. He's going to hit you for... Oops.
my reaction to make him have disadvantage with silvery barbs.
You may. Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I'm just gonna shout out and be like, "How do you like those arrows, freaking tentacle man?" I don't know. And then make him. He has to roll, I believe, a save. Where is it?
He has to just re-roll the d20.
Oh yeah, well,
And use the lower roll.
perfect.
Oh, that was
So does that just
was
make
incorrect.
him? Does that just give him disadvantage? So would it,
It
just
would,
count
but
him?
I'll
use the roll?
re-roll since we know what the other disadvantage is. So
Yeah. Well. Oh god.
it
Okay.
would
Well,
still
that didn't
be
help.
a 15.
Yeah, that still hits.
Um,
Shocking.
Ghibli, chat is saying that the map isn't updating for them.
that better, chat? Okay.
Yeah, that looks
He's
good.
going to hit you for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
I tried, Kenry.
You
Crushing blow.
need to roll athletics or acrobatics check to see if you are grappled by the tentacles. You are able to escape. He hits you, it smacks you, but you are not wrapped up in the tentacles for your 11 damages. That is going to bring us to Arthur.
Okay. Am I within melee range of the one that tried to attack me?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pull out my short sword and shield. So my AC goes up to. Oop, where's my character sheet? And then I'll guess I'll just take a swing at it with my short sword.
That is
So it
unfortunately
begins.
going to miss.
So it begins. I can't hit shit.
Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I'll just quickly shout at Cotton and be like, "Oh, I thought you said there was nothing else in this lake besides the quippers." And now we're
All right. He looks at you and he's like, I told you there was something pushing him out to the shore. Heeson, it's your turn.
So, just a quick thing about that silvery barbs too. So even if they like still hit, do I still get to give somebody else advantage on their next attack? It does say
You magically
just
distract
says-
the creature. Give it a disadvantage essentially. Then choose a different creature you can see within range. You can choose yourself, and then that creature has advantage on the next roll. Yep, you can pick anyone.
Yeah. So can I when I distract that octopus, can I just like kind of spin that and throw the advantage to Arthur?
Yes, you
like,
can.
Retroactively. Yeah, sweet.
So
I'll do that
as
then.
you go to stab, you kind of miss, and you hear Heeson. What do you say to give him advantage?
inspire me.
Yeah, I don't really have much. I'm like, I just yell out, "Come on, you can do better than that!" And then
Yeah, so you splash around in the water, and finally your sword holds purchase in the flesh of the creature. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hell yes, thank you. 8 points of
8.
damage.
Very nice. You see some blood is leaving the body of the octopus. It's starting to, like you see little wisps of it in the water. All right, dope. And then Heeson, now it's your turn.
I'm just gonna cast Mind Sliver on that one down here, though that's
This one?
on Canary.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a
And,
save for him?
Yes, it's a intelligence save.
What's your spell save, DC?
I think my DC is 13, unless it's gone up. Yeah, so it's 13. So he saves.
He saves.
Unfortunately.
Does he still take
Yeah.
damage?
No.
Okay. And is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'd kind of just like to back away. Actually, I might just like come to more towards the middle here.
Alrighty
Just
then.
one step away from the edge.
Okay.
And that's me.
Rainier, you are up.
Okay, I'd like to use my movement to kind of get Gemma and her daughter towards the center of the boat and away from the edges.
Okay.
If that can be my movement.
You can just shout a command and they will follow.
Yeah. I'd like them to kind of get close to like me, Diastri, and Angermar. Colton, I'm gonna trust can handle himself for this.
Okay.
I'm gonna step forward. I'm gonna come. I want to say here, and I'm gonna cast Bless.
Alrighty.
And
who do you want to give it to?
So because it's like saving throws and attack rolls only, I think I'll give it to Diastri, Flappy, and Ignis and Heeson. Which one of you two have more like attack roll spells?
My currently goes off automatically, so I would not give it to me.
Mine are all spell saves, so.
Okay, so
I mean, I can make attack rolls, but not.
Give it to the tank.
There's no point.
Then I'll give it to. I'll give the third one to Canary.
Okay, so it's Canary, Diastri, and who?
Flappy.
And Flappy.
And so for the next minute, any attack roll you make, add a D4, and any saving throw you make, add a D4.
Nice.
Alrighty, and is that your turn?
Let's see, I moved. I'd like to go the extra bit up here next to Arthur and kind of ready my shield. But that is my turn.
All right, excellent. Yeah, so Gemma and Kylie just sort of hang out. They're gonna step away from the side of the boat. They're kind of hanging out by Angermar. Diastri, it's gonna be your turn. You have been blessed.
All right, and are these octopus still underwater?
This one is not. This one has climbed up the side of the boat. This one is underwater.
Okay. And that is considered within 5 feet. So I can do sneak attack.
Of which one?
So the one by Rainier and Arthur that's out of the water.
Yeah, you
So
would
I'm
have
not
to be
I'm not disadvantaged.
flanking, so you'd have to come up over here.
Not with my bow.
Okay.
So the sneak attack says, where'd it go?
It says as long as they're within,
Yeah.
if you've
Yeah.
got an ally within 5 feet, then
5
they're
feet.
considered
Yep.
distracted, and you
Okay.
Must be
get
using
sneak attack.
finesse or ranged. So
Okay.
if he's within 5 feet, then I can sneak attack.
Yep,
So
you have advantage.
It
So I have
doesn't give you
advantage.
advantage. It just gives you sneak attack. Like it just adds damage.
right. Well, I don't have disadvantage because he's above water.
Correct.
If he was below underwater, then I would automatically have disadvantage. So let's see. So do I just roll my first then, and then is it 1d6 for the sneak?
Attack. I think at level 1 it's a d6. Should be on your
Yeah.
sheet.
So there's
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, someone's getting hit with this in the bum.
Thumb shot.
With sneak attack.
where is that?
So
Not just in the
you
bum,
can
in the
roll a
hole.
d6 on the left.
Just a roll just a regular d6, yeah, over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That was kind of rare. That was kind of rare.
Oh, okay. All
There you go.
right. And you're standing right here, Arthur.
Mhm.
While you have just stabbed into the water and you felt your blade come into contact with this beast, you feel a burning sensation in your lower buttocks, and you take 7 piercing damage from Diastri's arrow right in the butt.
No, you just got shot in the buttocks.
He just
Yeah.
got shot in the ass.
And then it
Duty
felt like
shit.
something came up and bit me.
Hitman.
There's an arrow in your butt.
Came up.
Oh man, shoot
Oh,
the
no.
octopus, not me.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Diastri?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move up.
Alrighty. And that's going to bring us to Ignis. Ignis, you are still attached witch bolt to this creature. If you would like to roll your damage.
Can I do a medicine check first to see if I can tell like how hurt it is?
You don't have to do a medicine check. It is not yet bloodied, but it is close.
All right, then I'm just gonna witch bolt away.
It's leaking.
All right. Your 9 lightning damage, you're gonna get an additional 2 points because it's... Oh no, it's not under the water anymore. It's up on the side of the boat. And as you blast into the creature, you can see that it is now bloodied with this, blow of lightning, and it kind of shivers and shakes, and it's still on the side of the boat. It's using some of its tentacles and its suckers to stick on the side of the boat, but it has been definitely injured. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I'm just gonna move close to Angramar and put my feet up.
Alrighty then, that's gonna bring us to Flappy. What would you like to do?
The top one's the one that's bloodied.
Yep, that one.
Great. We are. It's engaged, right?
Yes.
I mean, not like me, but you know.
You're married. You're
married. Wow, you're not
beyond
engaged.
engaged, dude.
Yeah.
You're full on hitched.
Your rights have been
Excuse me.
read.
You don't know what else I did last night.
Ooh.
How many people did you propose to?
Yes. Okay. Well,
You
I'm
hear
gonna
Gemma.
shoot at it with sneak attack.
Okay. You can do it, baby.
Oh, don't
Does he
forget
get
to add the
get
D4.
disadvantage for that?
D4.
Add
Yeah.
a D4.
Right.
D4.
D4.
Four.
Oh.
All right.
With a 10,
Yep.
you unfortunately miss. Your arrow goes wide, and you got distracted because your wife yelled right as you were aiming to take your shot. She was like, "I believe in you, baby," and you were just like,
Cool. I'm working here.
That's what I'm working here.
"Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?"
Is there any like wine or alcohol observable on the ship?
There's a bottle of champagne that Gemma chugged while you guys were sailing out here, but it's empty now.
She chucked it.
Just glug 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 glug.
He's chugging on champagne.
Like a
This
fish.
mule runs on alcohol.
Yep.
No, I'm done.
All right,
You made a
Canneray,
great choice.
you are up. There is an octopus in front of your face.
Okay. Question.
Mhm.
So the javelin is still in it, right?
Yeah, it is. It's actually sticking out of like the side of the tentacle. And this the octopus isn't on the side of the ship. It's actually still under the water, but the actual javelin is up, sticking out of the surface, breaching the surface.
Okay. What I want to do is I want to jump onto the octopus, try to grab that javelin, and just run that javelin straight through him.
Great. Roll an athletics check.
I can do that.
Okay, you are able to jump on top of the octopus. You are now on top of it. The javelin is inside of the octopus already, so I'm going to say that you will have advantage. Go ahead and roll your javelin, not throwing it, but the poking it attack, the strength attack. So you could just roll strength.
Just roll strength?
Yeah, just roll strength, and you are blessed. Add a d4.
That's a d4. Oh, that's...
You're going to live with a D4. That makes sense. Yeah? Good job.
Makes a lot of
What?
sense.
I think you did like a
think you-
exploding die or something. You did like
There
a
we go.
exploding.
There it is.
Okay. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit. The beast is too slippery under the water. You are currently in the water, though, so I'm gonna stick you on the water with the beast, but you have grasp on the javelin.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I don't think there's much I can do at this point. Swear very loudly that I can't get this freaking javelin through this octopus.
You hear Gemma go, "You could do it!" All right, well then that is going to bring us to the giant octopi. So the one that you are currently on top of, Canneray, is going to attempt to grab you with its tentacles. He's gonna swat at you.
Okay.
He is unable to do that, and he is going to instead, seeing that you're standing on top of it and it's trying to get you with its tentacles, it's going to dive down its full movement, and it is now going to be 60 feet underwater. I'm going to allow as a reaction, do you choose to hold on to the javelin or do you choose to let it go away?
I'm not a stupid man. I'm letting it go away.
Okay, you will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
What's that thing?
So you can roll a strength with the javelin since it's already in your hands as this thing's going away. You can try to get it one more time as it runs away from you. Go ahead. That hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Should I just roll javelin damage?
Yeah.
Right.
7
Very
piercing.
nice.
All right, and with that, this octopus is now bloodied as it drops beneath your feet. Cogs didn't get 2 reactions. As it drops beneath your feet, the blood actually leaves a trail, and you are currently sitting in the water, treading water, and there is a pool of blood around you. The other octopus is going to attempt, it is currently on the boat, on the side of the boat, and it's going to reach out and try to hit Rainier.
All right. Well, poop.
Well, that...
Silvery barbs again.
Okay.
To try and stop that.
That is
God.
still a 16.
What a shocker. I'm still just gonna pull it out and then throw it and be like, "You're up again,
my
Arthur,"
armor
and
class
throw it at
is 18.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh,
this is.
I missed the start anyway.
We're good.
Oh, for some reason I thought that hit.
It does hit. A 16 hits.
No,
No, he
my
has- he's
armor
on-
class is
he's-
18.
Yeah.
Do you have your shield up?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I said I
then.
when I walked over, I said I readied my shield.
Yeah,
Mm,
you did say
okay,
that.
all right,
Because
that's
I
good.
was going to use my protection fighting style to like impose disadvantage if it attacked either of the other two.
Okay, all right.
Like on yeah.
So do I still expend that spell slot if it didn't hit him?
You cast
So I
the
thought- I-
reaction regardless.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you
Yeah,
would
I
cast
thought
the
that it hit
reaction
him, though.
as
Yeah.
it's going to attack him. I'll say
Okay,
that you
yeah,
don't
that's
have
fine.
to because you can see it, but if you think about like realistically, you see a tentacle coming up about to hit your friend and you would cast it before it actually hits him or not because you're trying to stop it
Yeah,
from hitting
no,
him.
it definitely makes sense.
Keep the advantage on me, please.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll keep the advantage on Arthur anyway. I'll just say it's spent still anyway.
So it's gonna miss though, so because your shield's up. All right, dope. Which brings us to Lion.
Yeah. Just take another swing at it with my short sword.
Okie dokie.
That's a 20, thankfully.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
for the advantage. So he takes 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing
that-
damage.
Advantage only lasts for one attack roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, I'll save it. That'll be my turn. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. It is looking really wounded. It is bleeding from several spots, and that's gonna bring us to Heesun.
So I'm gonna move down here. Can I see Kenare in the water?
Yeah, he's just
Can I
shredding.
use my action to pull him into the boat again?
You sure can. As long as
Um,
Canare, do you allow him to do that?
yeah,
or are you
would
gonna
you-
fight him
would
on
you
it?
like-
Yeah. I know. I see him reaching his arm out, and I grab his arm.
All right, go
Would
ahead
that be
and
a strength check?
roll an athletics check with advantage.
Oh,
Good
God.
enough. Yep. That's
Thank
you're
gosh.
good. Yeah, the two of you together,
had
he
it.
kind of climbs up as you're pulling him up. You can
Yeah, sweet.
move yourself back onto the boat.
Beautiful. And then I'm just gonna move back to the middle there.
Alrighty, excellent. And that's gonna bring us to Rainier.
Okay.
I will attack. Yeah, I guess I'll just attack. One-handed longsword. 14.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
10.
Alrighty.
Nice.
The octopus
And-
on the side of the boat is looking really bad. You actually see its strength is faltering. Some of its tentacles have kind of started going limp off the side of the boat, but it is still alive. Is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
No, I'll just stay waiting with my shield just in case.
Alrighty then.
The
Teostri, you are up.
All right, I am going to attack with my primary hand.
Nice.
A 24 hits for 5 piercing.
Okay. Second.
And the second attack does not hit, so you stab it and you see its eyes are actually in like real pain, and it looks up at you with like almost a pleading merciful glare, and it distracts you, and your second attack, it just sort of like limply falls away from the blade.
Okay, and I can still get sneak since we're
Yep.
within 5.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and with that a little
Two.
bit of extra added damage, how do you want to kill this thing?
Nice.
yes.
Woohoo.
How long does my bless last?
8 more turns, 9 more turns.
And it's
Yeah.
continual, right? Or I don't. It's
it
not
lasts for a minute
consumable,
unless it's concentration, but it lasts for up to a minute.
so I can continue to use it multiple times.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna
it's,
I'm gonna just go ahead and roll the d4 for bless and just do some extra bloody damage on
Oh
top
no,
of it.
that is not damage. That's only to make
Yeah,
an
it's only
attack.
to hit.
Oh, okay, that's not.
Your second
All
attack.
right,
probably
then
would've hit
I'm just gonna pull my sword out and watch him as his eyes look at me and he just drifts off into the deep of the lake.
You hear the as all the suckers and the tentacles like peel off from the side of the boat, and then it just sort of like upside down, just sort of floats down into the deep.
And I chop one off real quick
Moist.
and put it in my pocket.
Calamari
Roll
boys.
survival.
calamari. Hell
It's
yeah,
a
boy.
very
This-
high
roll
DC.
survival? Okay,
Very
I can
high
do that.
DC. All right, I'll say that you get like a little 6-inch bit of tentacle that you were able to nab to the side of the wood of the boat, and you can have like a little.
Above average.
Those things continue moving, don't they?
Yes,
If you
I watched that video.
Salt or yeah.
What?
6 inches is huge.
Depends who you're talking to.
It's really big. It is, trust me. It's very big, you guys. It's,
I mean,
very
it's above
big.
average.
It's above average, thank you.
That's going to bring us
It's
to
huge.
Ignis. Ignis, you saw this octopus, the one that you were attached your witch bolt to, fall down into the ocean. You do not see anymore the other octopus that was on the other side of the boat. However, roll a perception check.
I have disadvantage because we're only open water.
Okay. You don't notice
Nah.
anything. You
Oh,
are
spaghetti.
Then
currently still in combat because there is an enemy. However, you don't see anything. So if you would like to ready an action or whatever else you would like to do.
I'll look at the others and I'll say, first I'll ready Eldritch Blast in case any more tentacles come up on the ship. And then I'll look at the others and say, guys, this really makes me think about adopting an octopus, but I think I should think about it first.
I regret
Do you like to push him in
not
the
letting
water?
go of that.
That's all I gotta say, yeah.
All right, Ignis, is that your full
Canneray
turn?
just dives back into the
That's
water.
my full turn.
All right, Flappy, roll a perception check. All right, so what you see is in the distance, something is breaching the surface of the water, and it doesn't particularly look like an octopus. As it approaches, you see a fin being drawn towards the puddle of blood that was where Canneray was previously in the water, like swimming.
I would like to point while I'm flying in the air and go hoo hoo in a really panicked hooting.
Okay, you have
That didn't
alerted
sound like
the party
Cinnamon
to Cinnamon Bun. Yep.
Flappy Jacks.
Bun.
Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I'm not in range to do much of anything. The other octopus is underwater, right?
Correct.
No, because there's no alcohol left for some reason.
Well, thank you.
Some
Okay.
reason.
That's fair.
There is in the blood of the wife.
Oh my.
I'm not a
What?
vampire. But
Yes.
It's never too late, dude.
Never
to
too
be a
late.
vampire.
An owl. How would that? How is an owl and vampire work?
you really like the dark and you really don't like the day. Night vision.
Does just the
yes.
top bit of your beak just become extra sharp?
You basically just rip their throats out.
So are you attacking it or what?
No.
No?
I can't see. I'm not. I mean, I could shoot something at no. No.
Nope.
I'm too
Oh.
busy panicking.
Alrighty
All
then.
those arrows.
Canneray, you now see the shark that you were alerted to off in the distance. What would you like to do?
Is there any way we can just sail back? It's a shark. Like, it's not going to jump up on the deck and start duking with us? Can we get out of here?
Don't tempt her. Don't
I'm
tempt
sure the
her.
last time I saw this played out, the shark bit the entire back of the boat off.
I don't think it's
Maybe
that
it's like
big.
one of those
This is gonna
90s
be a
sharks.
Not
So-
the
Yeah,
just
this is gonna be
married
a shark
sign.
with like it'll be like a half octopus, half shark thing. It'll just crawl up the boat, and then we're screwed.
I have
Shark
full ability.
It's just a shark like on all fours, hands and legs.
Oh, it's
Dockmaster
like the
Colton
puppy shark.
is
You guys...
skiffing as fast as he can. You see him furiously. He's got like one hand on the steering wheel. He's got another hand, like he's got like the big long skiffing pole, and he's like, I'm trying to get us back as fast as possible, dude.
If we all get on, if we split up, get on either side, and start paddling in the, we can get back faster.
Can I
put my hand in that water?
Concern how big it is? Like, can I get a rough estimate? I'm only 20 feet away from it. Is anyone
Yeah,
can, like, tell how
roll a
big it is?
perception check.
Sure. There we go.
It is smaller than a giant shark, but larger and fiercer than a reef shark. A hunter shark haunts deep waters. It usually hunts alone, but multiple hunter sharks might feed in the same area. A fully grown hunter shark is 15 to 20 feet long.
All right. So seeing that, I'm gonna kind of yell back to the party. It's a hunter shark. I've seen these before in my travels. And I'm gonna move back to the middle of the ship, and I'm actually gonna drink a potion.
Okay.
So that's a 2d4, right, of healing?
2d4 plus 2, correct.
Okay. And then plus 2, so that's 9 healing. That puts me at
These
15.
minions are getting kind of fishy.
I
Oh
got
my
him.
God.
It's the giant octopus's turn, and you are going to see a large black spot in the water appear. It's going to obscure the shark, and it's going to obscure anything that you might be able to see where the octopus is. He has done like a big splurt of ink.
He inked himself.
Oh no, you made me ink. At this point, you guys do not see any enemies. You do not see where they're at, and Dockmaster Colton is just going to continue trying to sail.
Guys, I can't see no fin.
I push him into the water. No.
Are we still in turn order initiative?
Technically, yes, but at this point, nothing is going on. So I'm going to say that you guys can move about freely, and if something should happen, it will go back to the monster's turn, unless you guys want to attempt to attack it or dive in the water or anything like that.
Arthur will run up to Colton and try to help him in any way you can.
Okay.
Is anyone injured?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Arthur, how many points do you want?
I got shot in the
Accidentally
shot
shot
me
Arthur.
either way. Turns around.
Can you heal his ass?
Okay, hang on. Okay. I say, okay, Arthur, bend over, grip the railing, and clench your teeth.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, 1, 2,
Likely story.
3, and I put 5 points of healing into his ass.
Thanks.
Right into his ass.
You're gonna have to marry him before you get that personal.
Now, are you sure that wasn't 6 points of healing? That's above average. Was it 6 points of healing?
No, just a below average heal for him.
Oh my god.
And then I go
He
and
only
I
gets
hand the
the healing.
I hand the bloodied arrow back to Diastri.
Thank you.
Well, like
Alright.
Can we just check to,
Gemma
can
looks
we
over
just
and
check
says,
to
"That's
see if
how it's done."
Arthur's name's on the arrowhead, just see if he wrote it, and that's why it hit? He has
At
one
this
for each of
point,
us.
Thank you for the healing, Rena. I
You
appreciate
guys are about 50
Are you
feet
good or do you need more?
it. No, I'm good. I'm good.
from the shore. Colton at this point, he has who said they were gonna help Arthur? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, well after you get your ass healed, he just tells you to just, take the wheel, and he's skiffing with his pole as much as he possibly can. You guys are approaching the shore, and you see Dockmaster Colton starting to shout to some of the other fishermen that are along the dock, and he's like, "It was a shark and an octopus!" And Would you guys like to do anything before you dock the boat?
Technically, it still is
You know,
an
I'm
octopus
fairly
and a shark.
concerned. You guys been fishing here for how long have you guys been fishing in this lake for now, Colton?
Years, hundreds of years.
Hundreds, and you've never seen giant octopi or sharks like this before.
We've seen little octopus. I mean, have you had the fried calamari at the tavern? It's amazing.
I have not. I'll have to try that actually.
No. I'm gonna.
But I find it.
It sounds really good now.
I'm just confused. That seems strange that you've only just now started seeing these like octopus and sharks happening.
Yeah, does it just end here, or is there more? Like, is there something bigger at play?
There's always a
This
bigger
situation.
fish.
So always a
Absolutely,
bigger fish.
I'm not looking.
Not
to find
usually in a freshwater lake, though.
Yeah, is this a freshwater lake?
It's a freshwater lake.
Freshwater,
Yeah.
yes.
It's a shark in a freshwater lake.
Yeah, I mean there are.
I have
sharks.
to agree.
Are there?
I-
Okay.
Yeah, bull sharks.
I have to
are
agree with
freshwater.
my comrades here. It's really incredible that you guys
Yeah.
never seen this before.
Well, I gotta tell you, there's been some weird stuff happening lately.
Do we want to stay out
we
here
noticed.
and finish these things off so that that's like one little less problem for these guys?
Although-
or-
I would really appreciate it. And at this point, you guys are getting back to the dock in the harbor. Gemma and Kylie are freaking out. They are pretty much not. They want to get off this boat as quickly as possible.
is the ink trail like following us, or
The ink trail is still in the same spot in the lake.
Okay.
And you currently roll a perception check, all of you.
All of us. Perception.
Can I give a little
Really
subtle
good,
push
please?
to Flappy,
Yeah.
like pushing him towards
Jesus.
his wife? Like.
Oh no, I'm
since
still
she's
chilling up on the mast.
There is no
There's
mast.
no
on this,
mast.
is there? There's
There is no
mast.
mast. No, it's just a barge. It's like
Oh.
a skiff.
Well, then how the heck is he sailing it forward? What is it propelled by?
Got a little
He's
stick.
on it.
He has got a
rock.
skiff
It's a
pole.
It's like a
stick.
gondola.
Yeah, it's a skiff ball.
Well,
Yeah.
I am disappointed in your boat. You said you'd let me borrow your boat, and this is what I get.
It's a long pole.
Can we just have
You know
Gemma
what
and
else is a
Kylie
long
just,
pole?
get close
This
to the
6-inch fishing pole I got right here in my pants.
Oh,
get
my
close to the
God.
dock and just have him tuck and roll.
Yeah, so you guys can get to the harbor.
Up and
Diostri, you
roll.
are the only one that notices there's like a small ripple behind the ship as you guys are, skipping your way back to the shore. You're getting very close. You can see some colors beneath the deepness of the lake, and they are approaching the dock.
All right, I yell this out to everybody. That there's something following us. Not sure what it is, but it
I'm
looks
ready my
pretty.
sword.
This looks pretty.
Alright,
Get
ready
everyone
and
off
out
the,
with Flappy.
probably get everyone off the docks, I reckon, if we're heading that way.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to go to the docks first? Alrighty, I
Or
can.
hang on, do we want to? Yeah, do
Are
we
we gonna
want to
stay on the boat or are we getting on the dock?
Do we want to risk the mother and daughter, or do we want to leg it
I-
back?
Awesome.
I'd
onto
like to
the
go
dock.
to that. I'd like to go to them, and if I could get Cannery's help, the two of us can kind of gently toss them to the shore. As,
You're
or, like, as
50
close to the
feet
shore as
away.
possible.
You're 50 feet away.
Oh, we're that far. away. Oh, no.
So
So that far.
you
away.
can-
Man's got strength.
you can
Never mind.
either
Catapult them.
you can
Nope, I'm
either
good.
skiff your way to the docks, or you can
Cameron,
try
it's
to
not
attack
Ignis.
now.
I have 2 spell slots left. I could pick them up and use catapult to just launch them.
Be fine, honey.
No,
It'll be
catapult.
fine.
Catapult's only for
I was,
5 pounds.
Lippy, how strong are you? Could you fly them back to the shore?
Oh
No.
my
Yeah,
god.
It's your
look at
wife,
that.
dude.
He's-
You gotta protect her. You
he's-
you made that vow.
He's
Yeah.
3 feet tall.
That's
Yeah.
true.
All right.
Look, I'm getting overshadowed by the people talking above me.
What are you saying?
God damn it.
Oh my god. All right.
That's-
So you're starting to get closer and closer. Diostri is the only one that sees the forms beneath the surface of the water. You guys, at this point, unless you're attacking from the boat, you guys are going to make it to the harbor, to the dock.
Cool.
Yes?
Perfect.
I
Okay.
prefer to
Yeah.
get on dry land.
Excellent.
All right.
Get us off this cursed ship.
As soon as you guys get to the docks, the two women hop off. You see they're actually, people are waiting there with their hands outstretched, and they sort of, gingerly help them off the boat. There's a couple other fishermen. They have like harpoons and stuff ready. They're standing on the docks. The boat itself is up against the shore. I'm gonna move you guys all to the docks. Angrimar's over here. The women, I'm gonna say come off this way just to keep them off the dock because they're running away for safety. Dockmaster Colton goes off with the women. He kind of helps them. You guys kind of hop off onto this dock. I will move you.
I'm gonna be as close to the shore as I possibly can be.
And we're going to say, does anybody want to attack before the octopus or anything?
Only one of us knows it's here, right?
Yeah, if we can
Only
see it.
Austihr, yeah.
He pointed it out. He pointed it out.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
yelled and let them know there was something. I mean, you didn't tell me it was an octopus. You just said it
I'm
was
gonna go
something
join my
It's a
wife
colorful.
way up here on the shoreline. You know.
Yeah, go
make
come
sure
for your
she's
wife.
okay.
That'll probably be best. Yeah.
I'll
Ghibli,
shoot an
as
Eldritch
a minute's
Blast.
probably passed, right? For
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
oh,
a minute has
it's being
passed.
moved.
Okay.
You see,
Alright.
right now the fin of the shark has popped up, and it is kind of close to where you are. It's currently just below the surface of the water. The octopus is a little bit farther down, but you can see the location of it based on the ripples in the water. And
Does it
Let's form in a pact or something.
does it look like the shark's after the squid, or is it not interested?
roll a nature check.
Oh boy, I'm good at those. Not really. Here's nature.
Now that we're on the dock as well, can I check
20.
for any barrels of salt?
Yeah, on the shore there are barrels of salt. The shark is going after the octopus. It is bleeding and leaving a trail of blood behind it, and it is definitely going for the octopus. It's not going after the boat or anything like that.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
how
relay that.
hastily repaired was this dock that we're standing on right
Oh,
now?
it's
Yeah.
fixed. It's good. It's good to go. It's
It's
sturdy.
good?
I'll also relay the information that the shark is after the giant squid as well.
Okay. The shark is going to go up and attack the octopus.
Hit him.
Ian, fuck him up.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ah.
Oh.
You see that the octopus, it actually gets a big chunk taken out of the side of its body. You see little chunks of flesh that are floating in the water, and a big pool of blood kind of surrounds the area. The shark is pretty hungry, trying to gobble it up. The octopus is going to try to fight for its life, and it's going to try to attack the shark. And it does hit the shark, actually. And so the shark is going to take some damage. You actually see it kind of like rear back in the water a little bit as it's shocked that the octopus even did anything to it. And that's going to bring us to Canneray.
Well, kind of seeing them attack each other, I just kind of talk to everyone, or just kind of say to everyone, I think they got this handled. We don't have to do anything here.
Yeah.
Like, let them figure it out. I'm totally interested in getting the heck off of this dock and just getting back onto dry land. So that's my whole goal, is to kind of convince everyone to do that.
All right. Does anybody oppose? Does anybody want to finish out the battle?
I want to shoot shark one last time.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd like
shoot
to.
the shark.
I'd like to see what happens.
So Canneray, that is, you're trying to convince people, and they don't seem to be too persuaded by you. Is there anything that
Alright.
you would like to do?
Well, in that case, how close would you say a barrel of salt is to me right now?
15 feet away. You could go 15 feet and come back 15 feet to your exact spot with a barrel of salt and then throw it if that's what you're trying to do.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Pick up a barrel of salt, throw it in the water as close to the shark as possible.
Okay, quick question. What is the salt supposed to do to the shark?
So salt is actually okay. This is non-canonly. This is salt actually amplifies electricity.
Ooh.
Someone uses witch bolt, more damage. Come on.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Gotcha. What's your intelligence?
So, are you telling me that the side of that salt is
Listen,
labeled Brondo because
it's
it has
12.
electrolytes?
My intelligence is
Rondo.
12.
All right, you've
Has
heard of
electrolytes.
this. Okay, great. All right, well then
Respectable.
that's going to be your action and your movement. Do you have a bonus
Okay.
action you would like to do?
I feel like not. No, not really. No.
No. Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Arthur.
Uh,
Well, I can tell the gnome to do his lightning thing. That's
Okay.
what I'll tell him to do.
yeah, I'll just sort of. No, I'm not gonna do anything. The others-
Arthur, could you do me a favor and go grab a empty barrel?
An empty barrel. What do you want an empty barrel for?
I just had this idea that we could track this shark.
Ooh.
Is there an empty barrel around?
Roll perception.
Look at this.
Both
Perception.
of us?
17.
Yes, you see an empty barrel right next to where Canneray just got the salt barrel.
Am I going to be able to use my movement to get there and back with the barrel?
Yes.
I will bring Diastri a barrel and set it in front of him.
All right, that's your action movement. Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Keeson,
It's my turn.
you're up.
I'm just gonna like sort of walk more towards the edge now that I can see that they're like fighting each other and that.
Mm-hmm.
Just get in range here. I believe I'm in range now. Yep, 30 feet. And I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Squid Boy, I hope this headache kills ya," and cast Mind Sliver.
Okay,
Again.
and it's an int save, correct? Yep.
Yes, DC
He
13.
fails.
Please.
He got a 0.
Dang.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead and roll
sure.
damage.
It's about time. 4 damage.
All right, how do you want to kill this thing?
He just dies. Yeah. The headache just kills him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you see his tentacles
I
go
love
up
that.
to like where his brain is. He's missing a chunk of his body. He's not even trying to touch the body chunk that's missing. He just goes straight to his temples. And you watch as he slowly just Paper Mario floats down into the water.
Hell yeah.
Relatable.
Is
I
there
just use the rest of my movement to start walking off the dock like satisfied.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Rainier, you still see the shark. What would you like to do?
I jump in the water. No. Is there a harpoon or a javelin of some kind within?
I have
easy
javelins on my back.
Okay. I will. Would I be able to take a javelin off of Canneray and throw it in one turn?
So I'm going to tell you how this works. You need it's free to drop an item. You drop an item, free item interaction to pick up an item, and then you can use your attack action. So you actually have to physically drop your sword or shield on the dock and then pick up the thing.
Okay. Are there any like harpoons that are on the dock that I could pick up, or?
No, because the fishermen are more like on the shore. You can try to have one throw one to you.
That'll go well.
Let's throw a harpoon into a large group of people.
That's good.
I think I might be more in the way than not, so I would like to kind of work my way towards the back of the dock, closer to shore, and let the ranged people do what they do best.
Alrighty then.
So, is everyone's good? Like no one's injured or anything? I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. Enough.
Then yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty, Diastri. You see the shark. He is close to the surface of the water. His fin is breaching the waves. Or not waves.
Barrel. I'm curious to see what you do.
All right, I'd like to tie my rope to that barrel and to an arrow and see if I can't fire an arrow through his exposed fin so that if he does try and get away or go anywhere else under the water, we can still see where he is.
Okay, roll a survival check to see how long it's going to take you to fashion all this up. All right, that's fair. You're able to do that. Go ahead and roll to hit to see if you can shoot the shark. You hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Yeah, marksman.
Alrighty, so not only have you now have a barrel attached to a rope that's kind of floating in the water where the shark is, you have injured the shark and you see a little bit of blood. The shark is now bloodied. Is that your full turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
The shark's weak as.
That's going to bring us to Ignis. I'm going to say that the location barrel is going to not negate the disadvantage because it is still under the water, but you guys will not be able to lose sight of the creature.
Even want to kill the sharks?
At this point, I don't think we might not want. If I'm not incorrect about your theory of the sharks being related to all this, and we want to track it back, then maybe we don't want to kill it.
I mean, I think hunter sharks are generally solitary, like hunters. They sometimes roam in packs, but mainly they come together to feed. That's about all.
You
So
see that
yay
the
kill it,
towns,
nay kill it.
You see that the townspeople on this dock, the other fishermen, are preparing their like harpoons and they're gonna try to attack it. They do not want a shark in their waters.
Yeah, flake's good eating.
All right, I will Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty then, go ahead and roll to hit. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Alrighty, so you do 6 force damage. You actually see as your blast opens up the water like a little path to it, hits the shark, and then the water kind of splashes back. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No.
All right, Flappy, you're up.
Just the shark, right?
Yep.
Cool. I'll just be on shore comforting my wife.
Okay, go ahead and roll a
Aw.
charisma check with
Roll
advantage.
Roll for comfort.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
She actually takes you by the hand and she's like, "Hey, baby, come with me. We gotta go
Oh
celebrate."
god.
No.
Do you go with her?
The betting ceremony.
No, I have previous obligations towards my work group here and friends.
All right. You can see that she's a little upset, but she's understanding. She has someone on the shore hand her a bottle of wine and she just starts chugging it.
Oh god.
The townsfolk
She loves it more than me anyway.
There's 3 of them. They're going to try to throw their harpoons. Luckily, they don't have any modifiers, so I'm just going to roll 3 d20s. One of them hits for 2 damage. You watch as one of the fishermen takes aim, really like super just Olympian, throws this harpoon, and it goes and it actually hits the tail of the shark. Then it's going to be the shark's turn, and the shark is going to go down 10 feet under the water and just start gnawing at the octopus that's down there. So it's a little bit farther down in the water now, but it's not out of sight because you can see where it is because the barrel. And that's going to bring us to Canneray.
I look at the gnome, I say, use the electricity thing! I got nothing here. I'm just gonna, I guess, ready attack if somehow the shark jumps the shark, I guess.
Okay.
Jumps the shark, jumps the shark.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then that brings us to Arthur.
Yeah, just not gonna do anything. I'll just sort of sit there, maybe like begin to start walking off the dock a bit. That's about it.
All right, Heason.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to convert my sorcery points into a spell slot, first level spell slot, and then I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at this thing.
Ooh.
Careless was.
and it's a careless. Yes. So yeah, it just hears like a bunch of
Ooh, that's so scary for him.
spooky some spooky things. It
He
probably can't understand any of
fails.
it. But
He fails.
I love that. I love it when I can actually do damage.
Yeah.
Love this. How much? Oh, 3d6. Very nice.
And max
Damn.
damage.
Damn.
18 damage.
How do you want to kill the shark?
I would just say like none of this is really that like visual. It's all just like, psychic in its own head. So it doesn't really look like anything. Again, it just maybe it convulses a couple of times and then it just like, goes limp and stops moving.
Dope. Well, that's
Nice.
beautiful. You see that the fishermen are elated. They're kind of freaking out, on the side of the dock. Everyone's kind of like, "Oh my god." Gemma, your new bride, is like, "All right, now that that's done, we gotta go, babe."
Can't wait for the first performance check of the campaign.
Alright. You go with her?
Sure.
Alrighty then. Yep. She brings you to the tavern. You guys, her daughter gets you guys a room, and I would like for you to roll a performance check. Pretty good. Pretty good. You
Generous
guys
lover.
will spend the next few hours hanging out in your tavern room. The rest of the party, what would you guys like to do?
I was gonna say
funeral
because
service
he's
for
an
our-
owl. Does he need an athletics check too?
Nope.
This is like 3 feet.
Happening.
Climb up.
No.
Probably
Can we
it's
get the
an
body? Does someone want to get the body of the shark?
I just
can.
got the body.
Could sell it.
Yeah.
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 you
I'll help
totally
haul
can.
it in.
I'll
They
help.
have
Yeah.
nets over there because they're fishermen, so you guys kind of take a while to hook it. There's also a barrel attached to it, so you guys are able to also
Yeah,
kind of
We
net.
just grab.
Yeah. And
Maybe we can see what's inside its stomach and then figure out where it's been.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. I'm going to get a drink.
I can do that.
We
Yeah,
go
why
talk
not?
to-
I'll help you out.
Go talk to Colton, and just say, well, it seems we solved the problem. I remember there being a discussion about reward.
Oh, yeah, man, you guys really saved our town. I can't even believe you did that on the day of your friend's wedding. Here, and he gives you his pole of angling, and he gives you 75 gold.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll divvy that 75 gold up somehow.
And then you guys also all get 120 XP.
Good.
Oh, baby, let's go.
120. So
What I'm
Um,
that'd be
talking about.
Rainier, you're going to get an additional 25 for performing the marriage ceremony.
Ooh.
Wait, so how much
Yeah.
XP do we get? Sorry,
120.
120.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I can't believe Flappy's married.
I can't believe that either.
Question
is
3,
very
we have
funny.
a wedding.
Oh, he
Oh.
walked away from his computer. I had to I wanted
He's
to ask
busy
him
with
what
his new wife right now.
Yeah.
Wow, chicka, wow,
Oh
wow.
my god.
Everybody gets 10 silver, 10 gold, 7 silver as well.
10 gold,
Okay,
7
good.
silver.
So 10 gold, 7 silver. All right. Oh, Flappy, what was your plan?
He's not here.
He's
He's
not
with
here
his
anymore.
wife.
No,
He's performing.
No. Sorry. What was your plan?
Well, we were gonna go out on a boat ride for the honeymoon.
No. When you proposed.
Oh, that
I'm
was
sorry,
my plan.
the game's still going on. I'm just like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I'd like to
Well, that's
ask
my
Colton
plan.
if he's got a
It
spare
worked
anchor
perfectly.
hanging around.
Well,
Flawless.
You need a spare anchor. What do you need an anchor for?
Just a gift.
I've got
I
this
got a
old
spare anchor right here.
I got this old rusted one. We don't use it anymore, and you can see it's all like misshapen and bent.
Yeah,
Rusty.
that's good.
Ah, you could just take it. It weighs 50 pounds.
All right.
I
well,
Have
This is
fun
amazing.
lugging that around.
What do we want to do now? I suppose.
I'm grabbing a drink.
I need a drink too.
What's the time? What's the time in the day right now?
It's a little bit before noon. It's like 11 a.m. You guys have spent since dawn. You guys went out onto the water. You had a whole wedding. You came back. You fought some sharks and some octopus, and then yeah.
Oh, they went immediately to do that. I thought we were gonna have like a party.
No, Gemma wanted to consummate that pretty quickly.
Well,
it's the local customs.
Yep.
It's the local customs.
We can either. Do we want to eventually go check on Edgin later on today, or what's the plan?
I think we should probably sort that out before the end of the day. Might as well.
I agree.
I mean, if you guys want to get a drink
Oh,
first, we still have time to get a drink if that's what you want to do. But
yeah, I'm already packed.
I just remembered we do have we still have the issue with you know who that is on a timetable.
yeah.
Go into
If you guys want to go get a drink, I can quickly go check up on Muriel, see what's going on there, and then we can meet at Higgins.
I'm down for drinking late. I'm down for a drink later. I don't need it now.
Okay. No, all good.
I'd like to run by the
yeah
tavern and an inn real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to have Angramar eat the shark.
Okay. So you guys bring the shark to the shore, and the townspeople you see him like eyeing it hungrily.
He's eating the
They're
whole
like,
shark?
And
The whole shark?
It's best to give him as much as he can eat.
I'd like to just keep the fin for a shark fin soup.
roll
You can have the
survival to see if you can get it off correctly. Haha.
Alright, well, if someone else is going for a drink,
Flappy should be rolling that. Actually.
Yeah,
did you
okay,
get a tooth?
you're able
What's
to
that? No,
Did you get a tooth?
no tooth. I didn't kill it.
you're
Oh,
able
I see.
to saw the fin off. You have a 2-pound shark fin in your inventory, and Angramar looks up and he is so happy that you just gave him the shark, and he just like wolfs it down in like 6 big bites, kind of like, you know, spits
God
out
damn.
some of the bones. He's just hub.
Jesus.
nice.
Have a little bit of
Definitely
water
need a
to
drink.
drink that down with.
Yep, he does. Drinks it all.
Oh, I just had a thought.
What's the thought?
Well, it's too late now, but we should have checked the shark's stomach for any goodies.
Or
now
they're
it's
in
an-
Angramar.
Angramar,
Yeah, now it's
open
an
up that
Angramar's
stomach.
stomach.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, sorry, Angramar, but we're gonna have to cut you open, bud.
I know
Hey,
what I have to do. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
He saved all of your lives.
You're
Detect
right.
magic
Don't
right
worry.
now. Is there anything magical in his stomach?
Detect magic.
There's nothing magical except for the pole of angling that you guys were given by Dockmaster Colton.
Does anybody want that, by the way? Like, I just put it in my inventory, but
Nah, you can keep it.
Off in the distance, near the tavern, do I see like a whole thing of magic coming from one of the rooms in the tavern where the magic's happening?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You hear it if you approach the tavern.
Oh no.
I changed my mind on that drink. We're going elsewhere.
Atkins it is. Atkins it is.
You wanna go Higgins? Okay, we'll go Higgins.
Start walking towards the tavern. I start hearing it, and I just turn around.
You actually see like the
Does he sound like he
brothers like leaving? They're just kind of like, oh, and they leave the tavern.
Yeah. Does Flappy sound like he's in pain?
Nope. You don't hear Flappy. All you hear is Gemma. So.
From one of the windows.
Oh my
windows,
god!
do we just see like a bunch of feathers just pop out of the window?
Yeah.
Out the window.
That's what you see.
I just want to slip in
grab
real
it.
quick, and I want to hang that anchor on his door with a note that says "Don't get weighed down by your performance."
Holy crap. All right, yeah, you do that.
We're never gonna let him live this down, are we?
You get an inspiration for that.
Oh my god.
Goober.
Are Allen parts even compatible, or am I working with my feathers?
I
first?
assume that you have like the duck corkscrew.
Oh,
Did not need to hear that today.
Look, all I know is that there's got to be diseases in this world, right?
Oh no!
Make a
Oh.
con
Henry retires
save. Make
to
a
his
con
home land.
save.
You
Henry
had to
retires to
I
his
think we're
homeland
just
to never
working with
travel
feathers
again.
and beaks here.
All right, all right, all right.
Ugh.
Oh.
You're good. You're great. Your wife, you guys have a great time. Anyways, the rest of the party, what would you guys like to do?
Getting over
For
there.
initiative.
Heal over Egan real quick then, I guess.
All right, you're gonna go head over to Edgin's. Alrighty. Let me get that going. So, you
Can I
guys...
say something that's not PG?
Yeah, sure.
So I won't lie, I had a bunch of curiosity about what owls are packing.
Oh
Oh my god.
Yep.
I
I'm doing the
typed it in,
same.
but the first thing that came up was an article that says sexually frustrated female owl killed male because his penis was too small.
That's unlucky, dude.
Well, it's a good thing she's a human and not an owl, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Oh god. Oh.
Jeez.
God.
Love the
Louise.
internet.
I love that. That's
Holy crap.
I had a thought.
My new favorite
since
facts.
Venomite said, since Venomite brought up there's diseases in this world, paladins can cure disease twice. I can cure 2 diseases a day.
Oh my god. You don't have to worry about it. It's okay. It's quite all right. It's fine.
I know.
Canneray has left the party.
He's retired, has he?
I gave you guys the wrong
Going
map.
home.
Whoopsies.
Going
Oh
home.
god.
Wrong map.
Oh. Oh man.
Whatever
No.
brought me here, it no longer matters. I'm going home.
I'm gonna add that to the list of my nightmares.
Yep. Thanks. I really hate it.
You okay, Venomite? You look a bit dead inside right now. You okay, buddy?
Freaking
That married life.
Gemma Veres. I can't even believe that. Alright.
It hits quick.
It's
Can you
quick.
believe?
It's cool.
That
This whole-
series
this whole
of
drain.
that series of events. Oh god.
That's a beautiful moment. That's definitely
Yeah.
that's a story to tell later on.
Oh, Jesus.
Sid.
Oh, say no.
How
did you guys believe?
Dad?
Oh god.
We were just gonna spend the day hunting goblins. That's what we
I
were gonna do
know.
today.
I mean, I guess we still are technically. He's hunting something else, I guess.
Yeah,
Goblin
Something's a
something else.
goblin.
he's
That's what
gobbling
doing.
something else.
Oh god.
I knew that one was
I
coming.
just realized
I
I found a goblin. I just realized not only is he married, he also has a daughter now legally.
legally.
Well,
I
a
can't-
stepdaughter. Oh, no.
Stepdaughter. Oh
Oh no!
no! No!
I can't wait for the
Jibbly,
conversation.
how could you?
You can't say that. You can't say.
No,
that.
anyways,
You
moving
can't.
on. You guys walk through the town and you
Oh.
get to the edge of the town, and behind this house is a large pasture. There are sheep and cows that are behind it, but in a fence connected to a pretty small home, you see several horses. There are 2 men who are working pretty diligently, tending to the horses, cleaning up, horse poop and feeding them and stuff. And there is the small building. You can see some smoke coming out of the chimney. And as you approach, a guy comes up to the edge of the fence and he smiles at you.
Hail and well met, my friend.
Howdy.
Are you the person in charge here?
No, my name is Jean. I just work here, but Tim is the owner of this ranch.
The name
I'm
Gene.
sorry, what did you say your name was? Jean?
Jean Parmesan.
Of course.
I
Is,
wish Rainier was here because I need him to make a check, and he's not. So that's
is,
all right.
Is Tim around today?
Yeah, Tim's just checking on one of the horses. He'll be with you in a second. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes, I would like to stable my crocodile
back.
here.
Okay. I gotta be honest, I don't feel very comfortable putting it in the actual, little stable area we've got, but what I can do is I can put it out back and give him some food. How much does he eat?
4 pounds of meat.
He
today.
has
He already ate
eaten
today.
Oh, good.
6 times
Yeah.
today he's eaten.
All right.
You need a whole shark, yeah.
He ate before the shark too.
Okay.
Well, I suppose.
Now, when you say out back, is it the best accommodations? Because only the best do for Angramar.
There's a little water trough and it's grassy. It's not, I don't know where he likes to be. I mean, there's the harbor down there. It's with water. I don't really know what crocodiles do. Gotta say I've never seen a person riding a crocodile. Gotta say I've never seen a gnome. So Rainier, I need you to
Yes,
roll
you
a
have-
religion check.
Okay.
You have much to learn about gnomes.
Not 20.
All right.
Damn.
You for some reason trust Gene implicitly. He radiates a purely good energy. The rest of you seem to pick up on this as well, but not from a more spiritual sense. You like him. He seems friendly. He's got a great face, a great smile. His eyes are clear and sparkling when he speaks. He's got a broad jawline. He's got kind of slick back brown hair. For a human, he's pretty tall, pretty well built, muscly, very well filled out. He looks like a hard worker. You see the sweat on his brow. Rainier, you sense divine righteousness from this guy.
Okay.
Couldn't help but notice
Just-
the lack of descriptive nose and also the lack of nose in his token.
Yeah, if you actually click on him in your journal, the art that I picked for him is just a
Is he?
cartoon.
I see it.
Gene with a
I love
G. Oh my
Um,
god, where's his nose gone? Oh no.
Just for double checking, I would like to use a divine sense just to check and make sure he's not actually like a celestial. And celestial fiend or undead, or is he just a very, very righteous man?
He's a celestial.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep that information to myself.
Okay.
And
Well, Gene, I suppose since Tim's busy, we're just all sort of here to ask about whether you guys have seen anything strange out here that you might think would have related to goblins at all, since the goblin attack happened a little bit ago.
I haven't seen it for myself, but Tim has seen some smoke and some fire just to the north, just past our pastures. He was out kind of shepherding the sheep back in, and he can point you in the direction of where it was. Hey Tim, these guys really need you. Do you mind taking a break? I'll take over. And he goes over and he starts doing whatever Tim was doing. You can see he's kind of like shoveling horse shit and feeding the horses, filling up the water trough. And this other guy walks over and he's like, "Howdy, I'm Tim Edgin."
I like how the first guy ordered the boss around. He's like, "Why don't you take a break?"
He has a very commanding presence.
Ghibli,
Yes.
my parents got home and they were needing to talk to me. I had my headphones on when you mentioned that you hadn't needed Rainier to make a roll. Rainier would like to follow Gene Parmesan and just kind of say, "Here, allow me to help you with that," and he's going to kind of step up to the side and help with whatever task so that I can...
Alrighty then. Okay, have a good night.
Alright.
No, I'm coming back.
Okay.
I'll be back. I just need to...
All right, well, we got 5 minutes left anyway. So I also want to point out, Diastri, with your passive perception, you see someone peeking through. There's a little window in the door, and you see someone just sort of peeking through at you. It's a man. He's got a very sallow, pockmarked face, very weather-worn and sun-worn. And you just see him staring through the window at you guys while you talk to Tim Edgin. Tim Edgin is like, "Are y'all here to buy a horse?"
We're here because we heard that you've seen something that may link back to the goblin attack that happened on the day of the festival.
Oh,
Could you explain?
I don't know if it's goblins, but I've been seeing there's a campfire just out past my pastures. I asked Reeve Wilmot about it, but he won't send his guards.
Well, he sent us instead, so we can sort that out and have a look for you. Do you mind pointing us in the right direction of that, or?
Yeah, and so he points. You can see to the east of his house. There's kind of rolling field pastures. You can see where it starts to turn less grassy and more into like dunes of sand that kind of like start getting to the shore of the lake. To the north of where that is, it just gets progressively a little bit more and more hilly. And he's points in like the direction. He goes, it looks like it's just up past the road over there, but I only see it at night, obviously, because it's a fire.
How long have you been seeing it?
A couple of weeks now, maybe a week, week and a half, 2 weeks. I lose track of time. I spend a lot of time with my animals.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Heard about them
I'd like to
goblins,
say-
though.
Step over and talk to the guy that's been peeking out the window. Say hi.
The door is closed. Do you open it, or how do you approach him? Because right now he's looking at you through like a little window in the door.
I just kind of step to the side and wave at him and motion to see if he wants to come outside to us.
He opens the door very slowly, and he's like, "Hello? What do you want?"
We're just hanging out, checking out the information that Edgin has about. He said there's a fire. It's been.
I've heard him say that. I didn't see it for myself. I don't normally work that much outside. I'm a farmhand, but he's got me inside most of the time, working on the house. We're doing renovations.
Can I do?
Yeah, insight check.
Insight check, yeah.
Yep. You feel like he's telling you the truth about the his work and what he's been working on. Overall, though, you get a general vibe like he's nervous. Tim,
I just ask him if he's seen anything else out of place besides the fire, personally, in his duties.
No, I hang out in the house mostly all day, and I just kind of work on fixing the roof up, and that's about it.
What do you do here besides fix the roof?
That's it. I'm basically a handyman. Got hired as a farmhand, and now they just got me fixing the roof. They've got that guy out there, old Gene. He kind of
So if you've been up on the roof a lot, then get a good view of everything around you up there, yeah?
Decently. It's mostly just sheep and cows, bunch of animals, bunch of women in the town. I like to stare at them in the market.
Well, you've got a good set of eyes on you.
Well, you do what you can. Roll
See all the way into town.
perception check. He has a legitimate spyglass in his pocket. He's got like like those like telescopic like pirate like spyglasses.
He's a seedy
Is it like
man.
Johnny Depp's?
Yeah.
No, it's slightly below average.
Yeah. It's only 5 inches big. So Tim asks you guys, well, I could send you on your way now, but my wife's making some dinner or lunch, and I'd love to have you guys come in for a cup of tea and maybe some sandwiches.
I could go for a sandwich.
All right, excellent. So
Listen.
you guys walk in. You walk past this dude that Austihr is talking to, and his name is Bartholomew. He kind of greets you as you come in. Hello, I'm Bartholomew. My friends call me Marty.
As I walk by, I want to steal his spyglass.
Okay, go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
Oh boy.
You said his name was Marty?
Yeah, Bartholomew.
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 Can I ask him what year it is?
My ex-wife's name was DeLorean.
Don't you dog the name I gave that NPC? How dare you?
The year is 16420. Don't you know
Ooh.
that? God, where have you been? Hiding under a rock?
I've been to the future, Marty.
All right, so you guys go in for some tea and some sandwiches. It's 8 o'clock, so we're gonna call it here. Flappy is currently with his wife in the tavern, consummating their marriage. Flappy,
You
we
don't
will
know that.
discuss later what you plan on doing afterwards. If you want to hang out with your wife more, if you want to go meet up with the party. Rainier, you're currently helping Jean Parmesan, and yeah, we'll call it here.
Did I get that telescope then, or that
Oh,
spyglass?
yeah, and he did not notice it at all. You have a spyglass.
Okay.
It's worth 350 gold.
Damn.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs 2 pounds. It
Nice.
if you show it to Ignis later, he will tell you that it is of gnome construction. Only the gnomes can make something this fancy schmancy.
And I was just gonna say also, with my minimal, forgery skills, I was able to produce some wedding gift artwork for Flappy for his first night at the.
This is beautiful. This is actually gorgeous.
Man.
This was
How
incredible.
many points of exhaustion does he suffer?
None. He's actually really well rested. As a matter of fact, any
Ooh.
lost hit points you may have, you may regain. Gemma knows her way around the.
I feel so bad for Gemma. Thanks for taking. Her mother's gonna move out. No.
There are
It's just
certain
gonna get worse.
responsibilities that are included with marrying a person.
We'll just bring
I
it to the
just had the
werebear
worst-
fight.
I had the worst image coming to my head right now of like them together like this. Someone barges in and he just turns his head completely around.
No! That's so creepy.
Wheels.
Yes, love it.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Well, I think that here's a good as place as any to stop. I'm going to stop stream. So thank you guys, all of you, for hanging out and watching the most ridiculous session of D&D I've ever played in my life.
That was
insane.
honestly.
That
Oh
was
my
a great
God.
night.
We
great
had.
discussion.
Oh god. That was.